Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Appreciate you guys so much for coming through for this stream here. And that's right, Sunday Night Football, guys. And we've got one heck of a matchup here. We've got Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers here. So I'm really going to be intrigued to this. I mean, there's no secret Aaron Rodgers, earlier in the offseason last year, he had some interest in the 49ers in terms of possibly playing there. We know the 49ers back when Aaron Rodgers was drafted, they opted to go with Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers. But obviously, that was a long time ago. So this 49ers defense versus the Packers offense, this is what we want. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers up under center. Let's see, receiver in motion, one back in the backfield, that's Jones. 49ers look like they're going to be bringing pressure, and they're going to run the ball with Jones, and that's going to be a pickup of about a couple yards on the play. So the 49ers defense already coming out looking aggressive in this one. The key is going to be for the Green Bay Packers, can they protect when Aaron Rodgers have to pass the ball and give him time to find those open guys? If you give him time, he can find the guy. But a matchup against this team with that defensive line, that's going to be tough. Meanwhile, they run the ball, gain about a good 5 yards on the play, make that 3rd and 3. Ball at Green Bay's 32-yard line. So they're going to need about 3 yards to try to convert and get the first down. All right, so 3rd and 3, no backs in the backfield here. They're going to go 5 wide. 49ers look like they could be sending about 5, maybe more. They end up sending 4. Rodgers, he's going to try to throw it over the top, and he spits it in there. What a throw. Okay. And Lazard with the big-time catch for 42 yards, taking it to the San Francisco 49ers 26-yard line. So those are the key plays that you have to make if you're Green Bay. But wow, he threw that one in there. And Aaron Rodgers, folks, he's back. Meanwhile, 80s horror fan, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And I know what you're ready for. You're ready for them Eagles versus the Cowboys. And so I know a lot of people are sleeping on this matchup. I think it's going to be one heck of a matchup. So I'm excited for that game as well and can't wait for that one too. But, man, we've got a good one right here. Let's see, 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. You've got Aaron Jones in the backfield with him. Rodgers looking. He throws it to Jones. Jones is looking. He could get the first. He gets the first. And so he's going to take it to about San Francisco's 15-yard line. So we're looking at a 1st and 10 from San Francisco's 15-yard line. And Green Bay so far on this one, they're picking up blitzes, and Rodgers is making a smart read here. You remember a couple years ago, he struggled against this 49ers team when they were last healthy and in the Super Bowl. So Aaron Rodgers, he knows what this defense can present in terms of challenges. He's up on the center. He has it. He looks at his ball's tip. Rodgers catches his own pass off the tip. And, man, that's going to be a loss of 4 yards. You don't see that play every day. You really don't. So, man, my goodness. I mean, Aaron Rodgers getting completions. He's getting them to himself right now. Heck of a play by the 49ers to get there, bat that ball in the air, and Rodgers is lucky that was not turned over. I mean, he was hesitant with the ball. I will say that. You can't do that against this 49ers defense. They're going to make you pay. That was Nick Bosa with the pass deflection. So now we're looking at 2nd and 14. Again, no backs in the backfield, shotgun formation, 5 wide. 49ers look like they could be sending possibly 4 on the play. Rodgers take the snap. 49ers are sending 5. Rodgers moves. He's running. He's running. He's running. He slides. Smart decision to slide on that play. But they're going to call a penalty. Let's see what they call. Face mask on the offense is the call. So, yeah, that's going to back them up. Penalties can certainly derail a team. We know right now that when it comes to the Packers, offensive line is going to be very key in this game. If the Packers are going to win, it's going to have to do with that offensive line if they're going to have a chance to win this one. Let's see. You say you see the San Francisco winning this one. I know in my projections, I did project the Packers. I'm still torn. I think the 49ers could find a way here. But I'm going to stick with my projection right here. I want to see the 49ers win, but I think the Packers might win. But now we're looking at a 2nd and 29. All right, Rodgers in the shotgun. Jones is back there with him. They've got 3 wide receivers. 49ers end up sending 4. They hand it to the back. Jones is caught in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards. So excellent play. You can see Nick Bosa already just getting in the backfield on every single play, causing disruptions. I mean, he's putting in so much work. He's got Aaron Rodgers out there catching passes, guys. Like, he's just all in the backfield. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 33. Yeah, if the Packers are going to have a chance to win, they're going to have to hit some of those deep balls, and they're going to have to take advantage of those receivers versus defensive back matchups. And they're going to have to be for 20-plus yards. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun, no backs in the backfield. He's making adjustments at the line. Right now, Sanford look like they're going to be sending 4. They do send 4. Quick pass to Adams. And Adams, before he can make a move, he gets brought down. And so what a stop here by the San Francisco 49ers. Going to bring up what looks like a field goal attempt. Should be the call. But that's going to be 4th and 31 at San Francisco's, I think, 36-yard line. All right, so they're going to go with the long field goal attempt. And, hey, after what we saw earlier today, a couple kickers trying long kicks. One resulted in a run back for a touchdown. The other was a career, was just a record-long 66-yarder. Meanwhile, this field goal of 54 yards is good for the Green Bay Packers. So the Packers get the first points on the board on their first drive, and they're up 3-0 in this one. Let's see. Go ahead and get in some of these comments here. Let's see. Mike says, well, JB, I watched your Pats. I like you, so I want to be sensitive to your feelings. How do I say? Well, Mike, if you're going to bring up the Pats, I mean, it was on my mind pretty heavy when I was watching the game. I didn't like what I seen in that one. I was worried about the Saints coming into that game. I felt like they just matched up very well with the Patriots, but I had no idea that they were going to do what they did today. It was just bad. I mean, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. You had Jameis Winston throwing a 50-50 ball, still getting the completion. That's when I knew it was going to be a wrap, guys. And then, turnovers. You can't turn the ball over. You can't turn the ball over. We did not look like a team that deserved to be in the playoffs right there. So we got a lot of work to do. And having Tampa on the schedule next, that's not good. That's not good at all. But we've got a lot of work that we need to work on before we can become a playoff team. Jay in the Bay, appreciate you for stopping through, man. I know that you just completed your stream. And, guys, after the game is over, Jay in the Bay is going to be streaming his reaction. Of course, he's a 49ers fan. You already know, so definitely check out his channel, especially post-game when he has that stream going. You're not going to want to miss it. He's going to give us a great recap of what's going on. I know that's where I'm going to be after the game. So, yeah, guys, definitely. Carmichael, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here, man. And, yeah, man, it's a pleasure having you here. And so, yeah, field goals, absolutely. And, yeah, that was a tough one, man. Those Patriots, that was extremely tough, man. I found myself wondering, like, what is our record really going to be this year? So that was really tough to take right there. I'm just glad I wasn't streaming that game, guys. You said a Rams show, TB, what's up? Hey, I projected in my predictions. Now, I didn't have the Rams winning by that much, but I did say the Rams were going to win that game. I remember when I did my Tampa Bay projection, and like I remember strictly this one comment that after I had the Rams beating the Buccaneers, the guy said he stopped watching the video because he thought Tampa Bay was going to go undefeated and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, you're going to find out. Just because you won the Super Bowl, I've seen it plenty of times. You can get back to that point, but it's going to take some time, because they were playing at an extremely high level. That's kind of like being in the zone. You don't just wake up just because you got the same guys back out there and be in the zone. It takes some time to get there, some chemistry, lots of practices, lots of games, overcoming obstacles to get back to the point where Tampa was. We just know what Tampa's capable of doing, but they still have to get back to that point. Plus, not having AB out there, that also played a role as well. But, yeah, the Rams, they showed up, and they look pretty good. Matter of fact, the whole AFC West looks pretty good. I hate to be Seattle right now with all those losses that they have. Let's see. Adishak says, go San Francisco. And so, yeah, I mean, we're going to take the attention off the Patriots here. We're going to bring up the Chicago Bears here and see how Justin Fields did throughout his day and what Adishak think about those Bears. But right now, let's go ahead and return back to the game here. I'll leave it up here so I know where I left off at. All right, so now we're going to get our first look today of the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, how much longer can he hold on to the starting job? He's got to go out there and start balling. Meanwhile, they hand it to the back, and that's going to be a gain of about a good 4 yards on the play. and that's the fullback there. Obviously, the 49ers, they'd love to run the ball. We know how many injuries they have in the backfield. I mean, aside from maybe the Baltimore Ravens, you got to think the 49ers have seen the most injuries at that position, but certainly this is a team that has found ways to win, and that's what it's about in the NFL. It's not always going to be pretty, but it's about finding a way to win. All right, Jimmy in the shotgun. All receivers bunched up. Ayuk in motion. Jimmy throws it, and it's completed to George Kittle. I projected George Kittle's going to have he's going to play a big role in this one. Huge role in this one. All right, so now we've got a 1st and 10, San Fran's 37-yard line. And for Green Bay's defensively, we saw the Lions pick them apart for one half, and then the second half is like the defense clamped down. So they're going to have to play like they did the entire second half and the entire game of this one. All right, Jimmy up under center, got a back and a fullback back there. Fullback goes in motion, tosses it to the back. The back tries to make something happen, and he loses some yards on that one. There was nothing there to begin with, and that's Trey Sermon, guys, in the backfield. And if you're something like me and you started Trey Sermon because you found out Dalvin Cook wasn't going to be playing, you're hoping that he gets some yards tonight for your fantasy football team, guys. Absolutely. Or if you're a 49ers fan, I'm really going to be looking really hard to see how Trey Sermon does in this game because I really want to know how does he look moving forward. But it's no secret. We all know the 49ers. They are a great team at running the ball, regardless of who runs the ball. Jimmy in the shotgun takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught. And that is Brandon Ayuk there for about 7 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 situation at the 49ers' 41-yard line. You see Trey Lance there. You wonder how much they're going to utilize Trey Lance in this one. How many plays will they set aside specifically for him in this game? That'll be fun to see. 3rd and 6, Jimmy in the shotgun. 1 receiver at the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top. Kittle in motion. Jimmy's looking. Pressure. He feels it. He throws it. Tight coverage, incomplete. Excellent coverage on the play. So that's going to bring up a punt situation. So good job by the Green Bay Packers defensively, getting the Packers out there, bringing the punt team out, and we'll get to see Aaron Rodgers take over again. All right, let's go ahead and see where we are in the comment section here. Let's see. Carmichael says, we didn't look like a playoff team either. I mean, our teams really did struggle like across the board. Meanwhile, the punt is up there. All right, and the punt's going to roll into the end zone here. Okay, so yeah, that's going to bring it out to the 20-yard line. So we'll have a 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers to take over at his own 20 when the Packers offense returns out there on the field. But yeah, Carmichael, I did watch some of that Steelers game. I mean, the Bengals, they came out ready to play. I mean, they really honestly came out ready to play. So I know that was a tough one for your Steelers there. But yeah, man, I mean, a lot of us, it was a tough day across the board, it seems. Let's see. 80s Horror Fan says the Raiders, another overtime win. Yeah, I mean, them Raiders, I mean, honestly, though, I was a little surprised it went to overtime. I'm impressed with what I saw by Jacoby Brissett. Sometimes you forget just the stuff that he's already accomplished in this league. And so he showed tremendous poise in that offense to be able to bring the Dolphins back, to score that touchdown at the end of the game, clock running down, no timeouts, to be able to score on 4th down and then get the 2-point conversion after that and keep your poise, bring it down, get the field goal, tie it up, and give your team every position, put them in a position to go down there and have a chance to win the game. So he did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Now, I will say this, though, as a Patriots fan, it would have been just that much more devastating if Miami would have found a way to win without Tua out there. So them losing gives me a little bit of hope here. Let's see. Carmichael says, I am okay with losing because it means we could snag a quarterback in the draft. I'm a little worried about teams that need a quarterback this upcoming draft because I'm not really too much sold on a lot of the prospects there. And so that's a dangerous game. That is going to be a dangerous game, I feel, for this upcoming draft class. I know in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of good quarterbacks come out. Obviously, college football season still young. We'll see if somebody rises to the top. But, yeah, I wouldn't feel as confident this upcoming year as I would have last year for teams that need a quarterback. But, there's always going to be someone that rises to the top. Let's see. Ashak says, Bears got embarrassed, but I would still party if Green Bay lost. That's how you got to look at it sometimes. That's how you got to look at it. I know Minnesota got their first win of the season against the Seahawks. I did project that was going to happen in my prediction video. So I kind of saw that one coming, even though Dalvin Cook wasn't there, but it still didn't matter. I mean, ultimately, I knew at some point Minnesota was going to have to win a game because they was playing too many close games. But, yeah, I mean, Justin Fields, this was just good experience. I know he hurt his hand, but I don't think it'll be anything that's too serious there. But, yeah, definitely games like that he needs to have so he can gain more experience. As with Mac Jones, it was rough. It was brutal. You hate to see it happen, but those are just growing pains that'll make them better in the future. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers is coming back out there. Again, this offensive line is going to be the key for the Green Bay Packers in this one. One back in the backfield. 2 receivers on the play. Rodgers is looking. He throws it. It's caught by, of course, Adams. And that's going to be a 1st down. Gain of 12 yards, takes it all the way to Green Bay's 32-yard line. Again, we're here in the 1st quarter. We've got about 7 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Green Bay's up 3-0 right now. This is their 2nd drive. And guys, make sure that you're pressing the thumbs up button. I really appreciate you guys so much for being here. And make sure that we get the thumbs up button going. I'd like to be at 10 thumbs up by the time that we reach halftime. That would be absolutely fantastic, guys, if we can make that happen. Meanwhile, Rodgers throws it. And I believe that's a reception. I know he bobbled it, but that's A.J. Dillon with the reception, showing that he's got little hands to him. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down situation here for the Green Bay Packers. Gain of about 2 yards, I believe. Ooh, that may not be a catch. But for 2 yards, I think they'll let it slide. All right, so 2nd and 8. Rodgers in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. They've got 4 receivers and a tight end. Rodgers is looking. He's got time. He's going to go deep. He's got a man, and the man catches it. Wow. What a play. Valdez-Scantling with the reception. Takes it all the way to San Francisco's 29-yard line. What a play. And this is what I said is going to be key for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers if they plan on making some noise. They're going to have to complete those types of passes. I saw he caught it at the 29 there, but it looks like he took it to like 19. All right, 1st and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. 1 back in the backfield. 3 receivers wide. He hands it to A.J. Dillon. So A.J. Dillon didn't get as many carries last week as I thought he was going to get, but he's already getting in a few. He's got a catch, some carries. He's going to head to the sideline now. Let's see, Mike says, my goodness, Bede's O-line is terrible. How Garrett gets sacks. And so, the Bears, okay. Let's see, Mike says, I'm rooting the 49ers for Jay and the Bay. I think we're all doing it for Jay and the Bay. Got to for those 49ers. Meanwhile, 2nd and 9, Rodgers up under center, 1 back in the backfield. Cobb's in motion, tosses it to Jones. Jones is running. He's trying to get to the sideline. He gets hit. Got ushered out of bounds there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 at San Francisco's 15-yard line. Again, we have 5 players on the drive for 65 yards, 2 minutes, 39 seconds. This time of possession, we're here in the 1st quarter, 4 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Green Bay had 3 points on their 1st drive. Let's see what they get here on their 2nd drive. 3rd and 6. All right, so Rodgers in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield here. Got 5 wide. San Francisco looks like they might be sending 5, but instead they send 3 actually. And that 3 generates pressure. Rodgers steps up. He throws it. And it's caught. It's caught, but he's just shy at the end zone. And, of course, Adams. Devontae Adams with the big catch. He knew he was going to get hit, but he still held onto the ball. Great job. Yeah, he's just shy. So that's going to take them to San Francisco's 1-yard line. So they're going to line up in the shotgun. I would not be surprised if this goes to Aaron Jones. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top, tight end at the top. Adams in motion. Fakes it to the back, throws it to Adams. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Made it look too easy. When those two get it going, it's something special. So touchdown for the Packers, and they're up right now 9-0, pending the extra point. Again, that was 7 plays, 80 yards on that drive. That's hard to guard, guys. Like, that is just absolutely hard. That's a lot to ask. Because you think he's about to go in motion, so you start going full speed, then he cuts back. That's really hard to guard. Meanwhile, the PAT attempt is up, and it's good. So the Packers are up 10-0 right now in the San Francisco 49ers. So the 49ers offense, they're going to have to get going here and respond quickly because we don't want for this to start to get out of hand. So the 49ers, they're going to have to respond. And we're about to have the commercial here. So let's go ahead and get some more comments here. You say Aaron Rodgers needs a haircut. Me and Rodgers both. I will say that. So Mike says, Bill fans mad. I said Bills would score 43, but they led 21 by terrible Washington. Allen only 4 touchdowns. And so I will say this, Mike. I will say this. You were right about the Washington football team in this game. I don't think it's reflective of, like the type of team they are. But Buffalo brought it. And when Buffalo gets going like this, me and you, we've talked about it. When Josh Allen gets going, we know how that offense for Buffalo can elevate. That's something special that you guys currently have over there. So, yeah, and it got going in this one. When I saw Stephon Diggs getting involved early and often, I knew what kind of day it was going to be. When I saw Josh Allen scoring touchdowns, I knew it was a wrap. It was like the only game in the early windows, in the early set of games, that was the offense was really clicking. Every other team in the league was basically struggling to get their offense going. But Buffalo, their offense came out today. Absolutely. Mike says, JB, does it help it all if we thumbs up this month? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So make sure you guys are pressing the thumbs up, and those thumbs up, I mean, it's just all about when YouTube is showing all the different channels that have the similar name, whether it's a play-by-play, Packers, 49ers, all that stuff. It'll elevate my video up there so that way people that are just looking for the videos, they'll come across it. And how people usually click the first couple of videos that they see, and test those out. So it really just elevates it in the standing and increases the likelihood that somebody would actually click on the video to view it. So, well, I should say the stream to view it. So I appreciate you guys for that. So, yeah, let's definitely get those thumbs up. Mike says, Jay, did you watch Liberty? That's the best quarterback. And so, I mean, yeah, he's definitely has that case for sure, So I want to see, once we get a little further into the season, where these experts that do all these mock drafts and stuff, where do they rank these quarterbacks and stuff, and what's their evaluation on these quarterbacks, But I will say this, though. I was extremely worried this past Saturday for my own team, Ohio State, when I saw Akron score that first touchdown. Even though we did come back, I still didn't see. I didn't like what I saw from my own team, so I was really concerned about my team this past weekend. You say, damn, Rodgers. I know, right? I mean, like the one time I started him in my fantasy football team, he had that terrible game, and ever since then, he's been going off. But at least I had Justin Herbert this week, so he did fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But how about them Chargers, though? Beating the Chiefs at the Chiefs. I mean, I always say the Chargers are a playoff team, but I didn't think they were going to go down and beat a Chiefs team that was already 1-1 and make Kansas City go last place in the division. But they showed up and they showed out. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, 49ers. We've got one back plus Kittle in the backfield, receiver in motion. They hand it to the receiver. He's running. And that's Samuel. And he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think so. He might have made it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, so Jimmy's up under center right now. Got a receiver at the top, receiver at the bottom, goes in motion, hands it to Kittle. So Kittle's rumbling right now. And you know he's tough to bring down. That's a gain of about 7 yards, I would think, 7 yards. So now we're going to look at a 3rd and about 1 situation. Love the play call there to get Kittle the ball in that situation. Kittle's a guy that once he gets rumbling, he's really hard to bring down. All right, 3rd and 1, shotgun. Fullback goes to the top of the screen. No backs in the backfield now. Jimmy's in the shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it, overthrew it, incomplete. Very dangerous situation. That could have been picked off. So now San Francisco's going to punt the ball. Yeah, that's a dangerous one because that ball was not on the money. Punts up in the air. No return on that. So, yeah, they'll start off at the 10-yard line, Green Bay. So, 3 and out for the 49ers, and that is not what you want if you're a 49ers fan offensively. You don't want those 3 and outs. The offense is going to have to get cranked up. And right now, Aaron Rodgers, he's 9 for 9, passing 127 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. Now, we saw the performance that Aaron Jones had against Detroit. So far, they haven't utilized him as much right now. They've even brought in Dillon as well so far in this one to get him going. But, yeah, Aaron Rodgers right now, he's really looking to take apart this 49ers defense. So the 49ers, they have to go out there and make a defensive stand right here and keep this game from getting out of hand super early in this one. Let's see. Mike says, should Lamar, Allen, Mahomes offer a seat to Herbert at the elite next-gen table? That's a very good question, Mike, because I think I've seen enough for me to I'm not going to put him in the elite category, but I will put him in that next tier category. You know, I know that I put him, perhaps, your Dak Prescott's of the world, those guys probably in the same category for right now. Not going to put him in the elite conversation just yet. You know, I feel like he got to at least show me 3 times in a row, or either have an MVP caliber season where you win an MVP or something like that, or come very close to it. But he's very close. He's very close. If he goes out there and has an MVP caliber season this year, then maybe next year that's the conversation we need to have. But he's right next to him. Right next to him. Mike says, watching Jimmy G is like watching paint dry. Wow, Mike. Yeah, 3 and out. Let's see. Mike says, after all these weeks, JB, what you think about all the money to Mahomes means the D is garbage now. And so, I mean, the defense certainly, it's just how they're constructed. And you know what? That's what they always do. I'm sure that whenever the quarterback accounts for that much money, think back to when Peyton Manning was in the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts. And, they had a tremendous offense. All the money went on the offense, but the defense couldn't stop the run. Defense couldn't stop the pass. The year that he won the Super Bowl was the only year they gave him a quality defense, and that's just because everybody panned out. They had Bob Sanders, the Colonel. He was a 3rd-round pick that happened to work out for them. He was injury-prone, so that's why he fell to the 3rd round, but they got lucky with him. They had the right Freeney, Robert Mathis. Those guys stepped up. Robert Mathis, I think he might have been undrafted. If that, he was super low draft, but he worked out tremendously. But other than that, all the money went to the offense, and that's what you typically see. So, yeah, I mean, that's why you see Brady constantly taking pay cuts so that way the defense can also be good as well. Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. He's looking. He hands it to Jones. Jones gains about a good 2 yards on the carry. So, yeah, it's a 2-yard carry right there. Again, we've got about a minute and 35 seconds on the clock before the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun. Got trips to the bottom of the screen. 49ers look like they might bring a little pressure. They send 5. It's a running play. And Jones, he gains about 4 yards. All right, so this is going to be a 3rd down situation here. If you're the 49ers, You want to make this stop right here because you want to have good field position for the offense. Try to help them out to get things going right now. We know there's a lot of question marks right now for the 49ers in terms of injuries and stuff. So you definitely want to help them out as much as possible. So you don't want the Packers to end up getting the first down here. Meanwhile, they're going to go 5 wide. They've got Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. 49ers are showing some blitz. Let's see what they do. 5 seconds on the play clock. Rodgers takes the snap. 49ers send 5. Rodgers, he throws it. Overthrew his target on that one. It's going to be incomplete, so the Packers. But wait, there's a penalty. There is a penalty, so let's hold up on that. Penalty on the defense. You can't have that if you're the 49ers. Penalties will cost you. You had to stop there if it wasn't for the pass interference possibly. So, yeah, you just can't make that mistake. So, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to make you pay. All right, so, yeah, they got him for the pass interference. All right, so this time Rodgers is going to line him up under center. He's got Jones in the backfield, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, including Adams. Other receiver goes in motion towards the top. Hands it to Adam. Adams, he gained some yards on the play, about a good 2 yards on the play. All right, so they're going to line up in the shotgun right now. It's 2nd and 8. They might not be taking a snap here. Let's see. All right, so that's going to be the end of the quarter, guys. And so the Green Bay Packers, they're currently up 10-0 right now. It's been all Green Bay here in the first quarter. I mean, they haven't even had to really punt the ball that much. I mean, they've really just had control of this game so far. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's 9 of 9, 127 yards, a touchdown so far in this one. So he's been able to hit a couple guys for 20-plus yards, and it's really made the difference in this game. Meanwhile, the 49ers, they're just trying to get things going right now, honestly, on offense. Let's see. Mike says, the Ravens, I said, would keep it on way too close, but I did not mean that close. Yeah, you're right about that, Mike. I mean, the one time I decided to go out on the limb and say that the game's going to be one-sided, and my goodness, if it wasn't for Justin Tucker coming up clutch with that 66-yarder, I'd have been wrong on that pick in terms of who won that one. I mean, but that was extremely close. Nobody probably would have seen that coming, but Justin Tucker came through in the clutch once again. He's special. I mean, what he does is absolutely special. Let's see. Mike says, I said Brady will still win. I feel like a joke. Hey, I told you the Rams. I said the Buccaneers were not going to go undefeated. The Rams possessed the biggest threat on paper to the Buccaneers, and so they won't be the only team that beat the Buccaneers. But yeah, definitely the first team to set the precedent and let everybody know the Buccaneers can be beat, and they won't be going undefeated because going undefeated is extremely hard to do. So yeah. Let's see. Mike says, I predicted the Chiefs' problems when I noticed all the D players that left. Teddy might clean the Chiefs' clock too. It's very possible. I mean, looking at them Broncos, it is very possible. Although I would still have to take the Chiefs in that matchup. But you never know. The AFC West is really looking good, guys. Really looking good. Let's see. Mike says, you taught me about this NFC West. I still am not sold on the 49ers. Don't think they're good. Hope they win. When it comes to the 49ers, I mean, right now I'm looking at them and I'm seeing like a bunch of injuries. It's like you say, passing game. I thought they'd utilize Brandon Ayuk a lot more than what they're doing. It doesn't look like they're taking that route. The offense just feels like they've been winning, yes, but it doesn't feel like it can reach that top notch. Even with the ground game, they feel like there's limitations offensively, and then the defense trying to stay healthy out there. They're winning, but it's going to be really, really tough in that division. We saw what the Rams looked like. they probably look like the top team right now in that division. I like what I'm seeing so far from the Cardinals. I know the Jaguars played them tough, but I still like what I'm seeing so far from the Cardinals. Seahawks, they don't want to fall too far behind in this division, guys. They really don't. But the 49ers, they just got to find a way to keep winning, whether it's ugly, whether it's 6-3, just find a way to win games. And that's going to be the formula for the 49ers. Let's see. You say that was a fast first quarter. It really was. 2nd and 8. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. One back in the backfield with him. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Receiver motions. Rodgers looking. Pass rush is getting to him. He throws it, and the receivers got it. He's looking to try to make a move, gain some yards, and yeah, there you go. But there is a penalty, so let's see what the penalty is going to be. I mean, the 49ers, they got back there super quick, though. I really thought it was a screenplay, how quickly they got back in the backfield. All right, so this is going to be on the offense. An eligible receiver downfield. Maybe this is what the 49ers need to give them a little kickstart on defense and get that offense off the field. I'm a little surprised that Kittle hasn't had one of those games yet that he's gone off yet, because I fully expect at some point for Kittle to be that factor. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 8. Now, this is where a guy like Nick Bosa can really play a big factor here for these 49ers. They put Adams in motion. Rodgers is in the shotgun. He's got one back to protect him, 2 receivers at the top. He takes a snap. 49ers sent forward. The pressure gets to him. My goodness. They all got there at the same time, I feel like. I felt like 4 people should be sharing that sack right now, because that defensive line, they did work on that play. They all got their hands on him. And so, yeah, the pocket just collapsed around Rodgers on that play. Good job by the 49ers. Going to bring up a punt situation. All right, 4th and 16. Punt's on the way. Will we get a return? Nope. Looks to be about a 51-yard punt. Takes it to the 49ers' 14-yard line, and that's where the 49ers will be taking over. 1st and 10 at their 14-yard line, and here we are in the second quarter. 13 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It's been all Green Bay so far, and this went up 10-0. But this is an opportunity for the 49ers to go out there and try to cut this down to a one-possession game. Just go out there and get some points. All right, so Jimmy in the shotgun. Ayuk's in motion. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy's going deep. Jimmy intercepted. He's intercepted. Oh, no. And the Packers have it. He's running. He's still running. Takes it to about the San Francisco 32-yard line. And that was Alexander. My goodness. My goodness, guys. I mean, if Jimmy's going to play like this, we might get to see Trey Lance for a whole different reason. But this is terrible. I mean, I'm all for giving a guy a chance to keep his job, but I mean, my goodness. My goodness. But what a play by Green Bay, though, to run that one down, make the play. That's what Alexander does. That's what he does. Alexander's doing what he does. This is what he does. 1st and 10 for the Packers. They're like sharks. They smell blood in the water, and they're going for the attack here. 2 receivers at the bottom. He throws it. Adams catches it. He makes a move. He gets the 1st down. So leave it to Adams to turn what could have been a 4-yard gain into the 1st down. All right, so that's going to be 1st and 10 at San Francisco's 12-yard line, and Green Bay continues to run away with it with the momentum. I'm telling you, week 3 and week 4, that's usually when you figure out which teams are more so contenders as opposed to pretenders, guys. That's usually when we find out a lot about these teams that we think we know. Rodgers in the shotgun, hands it to Jones. Jones is running. He gains the first down. Good job on that carry for 10 yards. Wow. So, yeah, the offensive line of the Packers, that was a great job on that one. That's perhaps the best run so far in this one. I mean, offensive line took care of business, and Jones plowed through and picked up that first down. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. After the interception, they're at the 12-yard line of the San Francisco 49ers. Receiver goes in motion, hands it to the back. Gets tripped up, but he still gains about 4 yards. Going to bring out 2nd and 6 at San Francisco's 8-yard line. Look at the difference in total yards, guys. 156 yards for the Packers to just 25 yards for the San Francisco 49ers. You're asking your defense to do a lot right now. Rodgers is in a shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Hands it to the back, Jones. Jones trying to find a hole, trying to find an opening. Gains about 2 yards on the play due to forward progress there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 at San Francisco's 6-yard line. If you're the 49ers, you can afford a field goal, but you don't want to give up a touchdown. You really don't want to give up a touchdown right now. You want to hold them to a 3-point attempt. Now, this is going to come down to the pride of this 49ers defense here. Can they rise to the occasion to make a stop? All right, 3rd and 4. Rodgers in the shotgun. You got Adams at the top of the screen, 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, tight end at the bottom as well. Timeout. Rodgers calls a timeout. Yeah, so here we are in the 2nd quarter. 10 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this one. You've got the Packers at the 6-yard line, knocking on the door, 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down that the 49ers can hold them to a field goal attempt so far in this one, but Aaron Rodgers has yet to throw an incompletion in this game. He's 11 of 11 for 137 yards and 1 touchdown. And then you've got to remember what Aaron Jones was able to do last time we saw these Green Bay Packers play on Monday Night Football, and he was able to rush. And, well, he's able to get 4 touchdowns in that game. So, you have to watch out for both Aarons in this situation. All right, 3rd and 4. All right, Rodgers lines up in the shotgun. You've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom, tight ends at the bottom as well. Rodgers takes the snap. Jones is open. He throws it to Jones, and Jones tries to get the first, but he falls at least a yard shy. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 situation right here at San Francisco's 3-yard line. All right, so it's looking like there's a real possibility that the Green Bay Packers might be going for this one. All right, 4th and 1. This is a great opportunity if the 49ers can come up and make a stand here. That'd be really big and help this team out because you do not want Green Bay to score a touchdown if you're the 49ers. Meanwhile, Rodgers in the shotgun. Adams at the bottom of the screen. Cobb's in motion towards the top. Rodgers gets it. He's looking. He's moving. He throws it. Incomplete. Great coverage by the 49ers to get that stop. And so now the 49ers offense are getting an opportunity to go back out there without having to worry about them getting any more points. So Green Bay still up 10-0, but that was a big-time stop by the San Francisco 49ers defense on that one, preventing Green Bay from taking advantage of the interception that Alexander had on the play. Mike says, I would not know Trey Lance if I walked by him, rather see what he got. But I walked by Jimmy G would mumble, oh God. He would say, what was that? I would say nothing. I think that's what his offensive coordinator says. I know, right? That was a big one. That was a big one. At some point, I mean, Kyle Shanahan's probably going to be hesitant to do it, but at some point, you got to be able to pull the trigger. I mean, I think back to that national championship game where Alabama was playing against Georgia, and they had their quarterback, Jalen Hurts, at the time in the championship game. I know we're talking college football there, but Nick Saban, as much as he won championships and stuff, he did not hesitate when he felt that it was time to bring in Tua off the bench. And Tua came in, and he won that championship game. And Bama changed after that for the better. So, therefore, yeah, sometimes you got to know when to pull a quarterback out. You have to be able to know that. Mike says, now, Alexander, that's a household name of cornerback excellence. Absolutely. Should have took the 3. They're being greedy. They should have taken the 3 points right there. They should have. Especially if you're going to call a play like that, because it just wasn't going to work. And if you're going to line up and perhaps try to punch it in, then maybe. But, yeah, that wasn't going to work. But, yeah, I mean, that was Aaron Rodgers' first incompletion of the game so far. He's 12 of 13, 140 yards, 1 touchdown. Aaron Jones, he's got 10 carries for 30 yards so far in this one. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing how the 49ers are going to respond, because they need to be able to move the ball on this one. They've only got like maybe 28 total yards so far in this one. That's unacceptable. You got to have more than that. You got to have more than that. Okay, but the first thing is it's going to be 1st and 10 at San Francisco's 3-yard line here at that 3-yard line. So they got to make sure, first of all, that they protect. You can't have any holding penalties or something that's going to set you up to give up any type of safety. So you got to protect the ball first and foremost if you're the 49ers. They're lined up in a shotgun formation. They've got 2 receivers at the bottom. Ayuk motions at the top. Jimmy's looking. He throws it, and it's dropped. It is dropped. And so Sermon, yeah, that was a drop on that play by Sermon. And so Sermon, he's a guy that's going to step up and help this 49ers offense. If this offense is going to get going, we know they love utilizing their backs. And so Sermon, he's going to be the main back in this one. He finally gets his opportunity. So we're all excited to see what he's going to do. All right, 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws, and it's caught. And that is Brandon Ayuk. So, yeah, that's going to be 3rd and 4 at San Francisco's 10-yard line. So, at least in this situation, you gave yourself some more space to work with. That's the positive. Meanwhile, we've got a Green Bay Packer guy down, so let's hope the best for him. Hopefully that he'll be all right. He's being attended by the medical staff right now. All right, so we've got another commercial right now. Perfect time to get caught up with some of these comments. Let's see, where did I leave off at? All right, you said there are still 3 quarters left for Aaron Rodgers on leg. Wow. Let's see, Mike says, I'm thinking over the go for it kick conundrum and think I got something. Okay, what you got, Mike? Let's see. It's like, okay, so if you playing a team close or not as good, gamble less and kick some. If you're playing a great team like the Chargers versus the Chiefs, swing for the fence and convert. Okay, Mike, appreciate the wisdom there. Yeah, for me, when it comes to going for it and kicking the field goal, it's the same principle that I apply on Madden. It's probably the same principle that I'd apply if I was a head coach. If I realize that my opponent, like my defense is really struggling to stop my opponent, and like I honestly don't feel that my defense can stop them more times than not, and their offense is just really going, I'm going to start going for touchdowns rather than field goals because I know I'm going to need those points if I'm going to have a chance to win. But vice versa, like you said, if I see my defense getting stops and stuff, then that's when you go ahead and it's like, okay, depending the situation, because there are times where a touchdown is still at least try to get the offense going or something. But early on, I'll take field goals early on in the game. Now, later on, I got to really think about the situation, how much time is left, a lot of factors that go into it. But yeah, earlier in the game, I'll probably be more conservative because you just never know. Those points do come back to bite a lot of teams. Okay, I already saw that one. All right, so yeah, but definitely, guys, do give me some final score projections. I know that we're already here in the second quarter already, but make sure that you guys, do come in the live chat and let me know your final score projections. And also, if you're just tuning in, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me. We do these live streams often, and the only way you're going to know when a live stream is coming up is if you are subscribed to the channel. So definitely do make sure that you consider doing that, as well as pressing the thumbs up button for sure. And so I appreciate you guys for that and all your help here. Jerry Rice out there. They can certainly use him on the field right now. 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. 2 receivers at the top. Jimmy Garoppolo has it. He throws it, and it's caught. I believe that was Deebo Samuel right there. Did he get the first? I mean, he snagged that ball. Like, he had to go up there and grab that one. That should be a first down. That has to be a first down, I'm thinking. Yeah, he found a way to hold on to the ball, even though he was still in the air getting knocked down, but he still found a way to hold on to the ball. It's a big-time play, and that's exactly what the 49ers need more of right now. They have to start winning these 50-50 plays. All right, that's the first down. So first down for the 49ers at San Francisco's 14-yard line, 1st and 10. New set of downs, obviously more space to work with as well. So let's see if the 49ers dial up here. All right, 1st and 10. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Receiver goes in motion. That's our youth. They hand it to the back. He gains about a good 2 yards on the play. Takes it all the way to San Francisco's 16-yard line, 2nd and 8. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Receiver goes in motion, fakes it to the back. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it, and it's caught. It is caught. What a reception. To Brandon Ayuk. That's a gain of 16 yards on the play. That's going to take it to the 32-yard line. All right, so they hand it to the back. That's Trey Sermon. He gets a couple yards, maybe 2 yards, takes it to San Francisco's 34-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 8 at San Francisco's 34-yard line. All right, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Jimmy takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it to the back. He's got him. And that's going to be a first down for the San Francisco 49ers. So this is the best that we've seen the offense look so far in this game, and they're going to want for this to result in some points here. All right, 1st and 10. This time, Jimmy's going to be up on the center. Motion Kittles to the bottom of the screen. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Receiver motion, fakes it to the back. Jimmy's looking. Pressure's all around him. They've got him. They've got him. And they got him for a 7-yard sack on the play. Takes it back to San Francisco's 35-yard line. So now we've got a 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line. Five seconds on the play clock. Jimmy's in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top. Takes a snap. He's looking. Green Bay sends 4. He throws it. Kittle with the reception. Kittle a yard shy of the first down. That's going to set up 3rd and 1. That's the guy you want to get going, because if Kittle gets going, that's a whole new dimension to this offense. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 at Green Bay's 49-yard line. Again, on this drive, they have 9 plays already for 47 yards, 4 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock on this possession. We're still in the second quarter. We've got 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Green Bay's up 10-0, but the 49ers currently are having their best drive so far of the game. Meanwhile, we've got a Green Bay Packer defender down, being looked at by the medical staff. All right, so we're at commercial. Let's see, where did we leave off at? Okay, I think this is where we left off at. Let's see, Mike says, okay, so if you play in a team close or not, okay, so we saw that part. Okay, nice catch. Let's see, Mike says, great points, you're right. But this Chargers game, if they did not go for it, no way they would have won, I think. Yeah, you're right about that. But coming into that game, there are some games where you come in with the mindset that says, okay, I've played this team a lot. And every time we play, we end up losing by a touchdown. We end up losing by a field goal. We end up losing in the last 2 minutes. So I'm going to do everything in my abilities to make sure that I give my team the best opportunities. If it's 4th and short, we're going to go for it, because if we get it, that increased the odds of us being able to score more. And maybe at the end of the game, when it's all said and done, that might make the difference as opposed to settling for a field goal. You know, if we're playing a team like the Broncos in that scenario, we're probably going with the field goal unit sometimes, you know, because I feel that we can still keep it close and at the end of the game win it. But a team like Kansas City, you know what they bring offensively. So the best defense sometimes is a great offense. Being able to score and finish with touchdowns can help a defense out, especially playing a team like that. So, yeah. Absolutely. Let's see. All right, so far in this one, Jimmy Garoppolo, 7 of 11 for 65 yards, 1 interception, but the defense was able to stop Green Bay from capitalizing on that interception, so that was big right there. When you look at what they've been able to do as a team rushing so far, 6 carries, 14 yards, that's not 49ers football right there. That's not what the 49ers are about. They're a team that usually can take advantage of the ground game. But that just goes to show right now, Trey Sermon, 2 carries, -1 yards. That's not doing much right there. So we'll see how things play out moving forward. But yeah, certainly disappointing in that situation. And now we're about to come back from commercial. They hand it to the back. That's Sermon. Green Bay with the stop. Green Bay with the stop. So, yeah, San Francisco unable to run the ball. Now, given how the offense has been slow so far in this one, will Kyle Shanahan go for it in this situation? Oh, man, you cannot have that. The snap was early. Lucky that wasn't a penalty, but still. All right, punt teams out there, they're probably going to take the delay of the game. Yep. That's going to be delay of the game. Move them back 5 yards. They'll have more room to punt. So what was the 49ers' best drive of the game, it stalls out, and they're going to have to punt the ball. All right, 4th and 6, the punt's up. All right, no return on that one, and it's going to roll all the way to about the 13-yard line. All right, so Green Bay's going to have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line and see if they can get something going here on this drive. Let's see, Mike says 7 of 11, 1 pick for Jimmy G, 65 yards. Yeah, not the stats that you're hoping for if you're the 49ers right now. They haven't been able to get on the board so far. And, yeah, we're getting close to halftime. So now is certainly the time where if you've got a couple packages for Trey Young, maybe you test it out, just see how it works, or something to provide a spark. Even if you're still sticking with Jimmy, just something to provide some type of spark right now to get this offense going the next time they go back out there. All right, 1st and 10. Rodgers up on the center. 2 receivers. He's looking. 49ers send 4. He's going deep. Incomplete. He was trying to go to Adams. Adams is looking adamant as if there was a penalty, but no penalty is thrown. He thinks there should have been one. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 13-yard line. Rodgers up on the center. Fullback and a back in the backfield. Rodgers looking. 49ers send 4. Throws it to the tight end at the backfield. And that's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards in the play. So now it's 3rd and 6. Can the 49ers defense get a stop right now and try to give the 49ers offense good field position? Because now you're starting to see the offense move the ball just a little bit. So maybe if you give them the ball with great field position, they can try to get something on the board here. But this 49ers defense, this is going to be up to them to keep them in the game. All right, 3rd and 6. Ball on the Green Bay 17-yard line. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go before the half. Tight end motions at the top of the screen. Rodgers takes it out the shotgun. He's looking. He's going deep again. This time he draws a penalty. Yep, and they were guarding Adams on that one. So they draw the penalty on that. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Packers. Let's see, Mike says Kittle, 1 catch, 9 yards, crickets. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Kittle so far. I was thinking that, being a primetime matchup, Sunday Night Football, you can get something going. But if your quarterback only has 65 yards, how many yards can you really have, even if you're a star tight end like Kittle? Let's see, Mike says Armstead, 1 sack, Bosa, nothing, crickets. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see, Rodgers looks like he's going to line up in the shotgun. He's got one back in the backfield with him, two receivers at the bottom of the screen. 5 seconds on the play clock. Receiver motions. He takes a snap, hands it to the back. That's Dillon. Dillon gains about a good, I'd say, 6 yards on the play. All right, 2nd and 4. Ball at the San Francisco 45-yard line. All right, so Rodgers is going to line up under center. One back in the backfield. That back is Dillon. Got a receiver at the bottom of the screen. Hands it to Dillon again. Dillon plows forward for about a yard on the play. Takes it to San Francisco 44-yard line. If they can ever get Dillon going on the ground, I think that'd be a huge for Green Bay in terms of later in the season. I think he's a back that as the season goes on, he's going to be a big force. Meanwhile, we've got a 49er currently down on the play. Medical staff is looking at him. All right, so Mike says, let's see. Cooper Kupp set a Rams record for first time since 51 5 touchdowns by a Rams receiver this early. So, hey, my man Cooper Kupp, the only regret I have is not picking him up in fantasy football quick enough. Someone beat me to him. But, yeah, what he does is so underrated in this league. You talk about some of the best receivers that everybody talks about, or at least most common receivers that come up. I don't know how far down the conversation you have to get before his name finally comes up, but whatever that is, it's definitely too low on that list for him because he constantly goes out there and looks good regardless of who's in at quarterback for the Rams. Mike says, surprised the 49ers are the undefeated team in this battle. And so, well, let's see if they escape with that same undefeated or not. Let's see. 3rd and 3 at the 44-yard line of San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. One back in the backfield with him. That's Jones. He takes a snap. He throws it. Adams catches it. And, of course, they just have that chemistry. He knew exactly where to place the ball on that one, and Adams knew it was coming. Defensive back could do very little about that. Mike says 2 for 24 receiving now for Kittle. All right, so we're approaching the 2-minute warning here. So, yeah, they're going to take it all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Mike says, at half, please go over how the Vikings got a good win. I said on paper, should be good. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one that we can definitely discuss at the half for sure because, I also projected the Vikings to win that game. And, yeah, they came through. And it was a lot of really just, what Madison was able to provide for the Vikings. He just came in. He looked extremely fresh out there, honestly. You have that. You have the passing game. The Vikings seem a lot more willing to pass the ball now than they've been in recent years, even though they could pass the ball. But they seem a lot more willing to pass the ball right now. So even though their record is 1-2, but they definitely have at least looked like a team that should have 2 wins already. Mike says Brissett might want to keep him out there. And so, hey, Brissett looked nice out there today. He really did. Not going to lie. He looked really nice out there. Took the Raiders all the way down to the T. The Raiders, they have been in some dog fights this year. I will say that. That's a team that usually when you have a team that, is constantly winning these close games and they're consistently scrappy and stuff like that, those are the teams that come playoff time you want to watch out for. You don't want to run into a team that's used to being in a cage match each and every time they step out there on the field. Because I'm telling you, they're going to catch a team sleeping, coming off a bye week or something like that, and then boom, knock them out the playoffs or something like that. So you just never know. Let's see, Mike says, I said Denver crushed the Jets. Well, I think everybody was in agreement with that one for the most part. If the Broncos were going to crush the Jets, I mean, maybe a couple of diehard Jet fans didn't believe it, but absolutely. Mike says Bengals shocker. I mean, it was a surprise, but no, I wasn't too surprised. I mean, I picked the Steelers to win because I thought being at home they would win. I thought the Bengals would win at home. I thought they would split. When I was doing my projections, I projected the Steelers and the Bengals to split when I was doing my projections before the Steelers even started. But I mean, I said the Steelers before the season even started. But yeah, the Bengals, they certainly can bring it. Now, what we saw against the Bears, though, yeah, that was just a bad game, I think. But what we've seen against the Steelers and what we saw early on against the Vikings, I think that's who the Bengals really are. Now, obviously, they're a young team, so they're not going to be consistent enough for us to really consider them as a threat for the division this year. But they've got some nice young pieces that, when healthy, they're going to be fun to watch. They're going to be fun to watch. And as for the Steelers, oh, man, that's a big loss. That's a really big loss to lose that one to the Bengals. Let's see. Mike says the Jags looked like they wanted to put up a fight, but sputtered out. They tried it. They really did try it first. Meanwhile, shotgun for Rodgers. He hands it to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones slips through there somehow. I don't know how he got in between all that traffic, but he got about 6 yards out of that one. 1:50 left to go before the half. All right, let's see. 2nd and 4. All right, so Aaron Rodgers has it in a shotgun. Devontae Adams at the top of the screen. 49ers send 4. Rodgers, he throws it. Adams with a nice reception. He's not going to make it to the end zone, but he is going to get them to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal situation for the Packers. 1:11 remaining to go before the half. What a throw by Aaron Rodgers to throw it to Devontae Adams in that situation. All right, here we go. So Rodgers about to line up under center. Jones in the backfield. Adams at the top of the screen. Everybody else is bunched up. Up. Looks like Rodgers signaled for a timeout. Up, but they're going to call delay of the game. All right, so now we're looking at a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. You still got plenty of time if you're Green Bay. You can run, you can pass. You got plenty of time, plenty of options. All right, Rodgers in the shotgun. Jones in the backfield with him. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver at the top. Adams at the top. Fakes it, throws it to the tight end. And the tight end's trying to do something, and he takes it all the way to the San Francisco 3-yard line, setting up a 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Green Bay Packers. So this is big. The 49ers, if you're the 49ers, you really, really, really want to hold them to a field goal attempt at best if you're the 49ers. And San Francisco's going to call a timeout. So that just goes to show, yeah, they're calling these timeouts here. Try to see if save something on the time on the clock for if your offense gets the ball back. But most importantly, make sure that you find a way to stop them from getting in the end zone. But look at the difference in total yards. Green Bay, 220, 19 minutes of time of possession for the Packers, basically, and just 10 minutes for the 49ers on 72 yards. So, yeah, that San Francisco defense, if they're continuously having to stay out there on the field the way that they are, expect for them to start giving up big plays in that second half, especially when Green Bay starts to mix in the Jones-Dillon combination in the late third, rest of the 4th quarter, if San Francisco offense can't start to score, because that defense is going to be tired. Rodgers takes a snap, hands it to Jones, and Jones gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. So the Packers, they're currently up right now 16-0, 1:02 remaining to go in the second. That one has to hurt. 9 plays, 87 yards, 3 minutes and 46 is the time of possession on this drive. So, wow, what a job. And Aaron Rodgers, he's looked really good in this one. And Aaron Jones gets a touchdown. Rodgers, he's 16 of 18, 184 yards in this one and 1 touchdown. Jones, 12 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown so far in this one. And then you've got Devontae Adams. He's got 7 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo, 7 of 11, 65 yards, and an reception. Let's see. When you look at receiving as a team, they have, Brandon Ayuk, he's got the most receptions for 3 receptions for 29 yards for the 49ers. Kittle's got 2 receptions, 24 yards. But obviously, not a lot's happening for the 49ers offensively. They can barely hold on to the ball here. Couple 3-and-outs, couple drives stalling. It's just not happening right now for the 49ers. They've got to find a way. They've got to figure out something to get this offense cranked up. I don't know if the answer is going to be to turn to Trey Lance and can he bring them back from down 17 points or not. I don't know that. But what I do know is that this team needs a spark right now because you don't want to let a team like Green Bay get up by a lot because when they get going, they really get going and they can really drive up the scoreboard. So if you're the 49ers, you want to try to score something before the half, even if it's just a field goal. Get something positive to harp upon before the half. You say, damn, is this going to be a blowout? I'd like to sit here and tell you that it's not, but the 49ers right now aren't showing me enough to where I can believe that they're going to come back. Not the way that they're playing, honestly, because you know how Aaron Rodgers is. Once he starts throwing, he really starts throwing, guys. So it's going to be tough for the 49ers, I think, to come back. If they don't score before the half, look out. That's all I'm saying is look out. But the good news is for the 49ers faithful, the good news is you do have a chance right now to try to go down there and drive the ball and score. You know they're going to be playing more of a prevent defense, so you can possibly get some things going. Maybe go down there. If you can get a touchdown, great. Even if you come away with a field goal, get something now. Come out from halftime, get the ball again, score again. If they can take advantage and score twice in a row, they'll be right back in this and save this game from becoming too one-sided. So that's the scenario that you'd have to be hoping for if you're with the 49ers so far. All right, so kickoff is on the way by Green Bay. 49ers are going to return. Let's see what they do. The 20, the 30, the 40, the 50. It's just the kicker left. Can he stay in bounds? Oh, man, you got to stay in bounds. You can't let the kicker be the one to push you out. Your team needs you to score right now. Like they desperately needed that score. But what a return. What a return that was. 68 yards. Taking it all the way to the 22-yard line of the Green Bay Packers, guys. So close. I'm sorry, to the 32-yard line. So close. You got to put some type of move or some type of juke on them. At least make them think you're going to make a move. Jimmy's in the shotgun. One back in the backfield. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Jimmy takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. That should be a first down. Should be a first down on that play. 10 yards reception by George Kittle. Jimmy Garoppolo directing traffic. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. They're in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it. Incomplete. Deebo Samuel with the drop. 35 seconds to go before the half. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Jimmy in the shotgun. Motions Kittle down to the bottom of the screen. 2 receivers at the top. Jimmy takes a snap. He's looking. Jimmy throws it, and it's a first down. First down, Mohamed Sanu. So the 49ers are going to take a timeout. Excellent execution here. And now we've got the 49ers finally knocking. It's like I said earlier, guys, if you're the 49ers, the game plan is score before this half. Get a touchdown before the half. Come out and then score again, whether it's a touchdown, whether it's a field goal, but score on back-to-back. Because after halftime, they should get the ball again, and then it'll hopefully be 17-14 if you're the 49ers, or 17-10 or something like that, one possession, if the 49ers can execute this the way that you're supposed to. Score before the half, score once you get the ball after. 29 seconds on the clock, and the 49ers have one timeout remaining. 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 11-yard line. Let's see what they draw up. Jimmy in the shotgun. He's got Kittle to his left. He's got two receivers at the top. Takes a snap. Jimmy's looking. He throws it to the back. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Okay, so San Francisco opts to burn a timeout. They've got no timeouts remaining. Again, there's 23 seconds before the half. All right, guys, so here we go. 2nd and 5 at the Green Bay 6-yard line. Shotgun formation for Jimmy Garoppolo. Mohamed Sanu motions to the bottom of the screen. Running back, he's sprinting to the top of the screen. Jimmy throws it. Incomplete. He was trying to aim for Brandon Ayuk. Didn't work out. All right, here we go. This is very important for the 49ers here. Green Bay's going to call a timeout. That's how important it is. They got to make sure that they have the right defense call here, because this is so huge right now in the game where we're currently at in terms of momentum, in terms of getting back in the game, all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, my man Aaron Rodgers, he has played good in this one. But Jimmy Garoppolo so far, 10 of 16, 91 yards, and an interception. Let's see. I see I gained the subscribers, so thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you so much for that. So I really appreciate you for subscribing, so thank you so much. Really means a lot to me. 3rd and 5, two receivers at the top of the screen, one back in the backfield. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it up top, incomplete. Mohamed Sanu, the intended receiver, but the receiver threw out the flag. I mean, not the receiver. The referee threw out the flag, so that's going to bring up a 1st and goal situation at the Green Bay 1-yard line. But remember, there's only 22 seconds. Well, it should be 19 seconds on the clock. So if they go with a quarterback sneak, which is probably what I would do, quarterback sneak, if that doesn't work, hurry up again, maybe quarterback sneak again. But you got to get a touchdown at the 1-yard line being down 17 points. You just have to. And, yeah, you see the replay. Yeah, he was definitely all over Mohamed Sanu Jr. on that one. I'm sorry, senior on that one. Jimmy shotgun. Jimmy's looking. He's moving them feet. He's running. There's a flag. That's going to be a holding. But he found a wide open receiver who dropped the ball, Deebo Samuel. You don't want to drop passes like that, even if there is a flag. That's going to be a big, big penalty right there if that is a holding. All right, so offsetting penalties, one on the offense, one on the defense. So they're going to just offset each other on that one. If I'm the 49ers, I'm going for the touchdown. I'm sorry. I'm for sure going for the touchdown on this one. And I'm going to give myself every opportunity to get a touchdown. There's some things you have to do to get into a game. This is one of those scenarios where their offense needs some type of life. You need something to tell these guys, like, look, we're not playing all that bad. We're still in the game. We can still win this. Green Bay's going to take their final timeout here. They want to make sure that everybody understands their responsibilities. Nobody gets open. Watch Devontae Adams. You know he's going to be going in motion if you're Green Bay. And if you're San Francisco, then I'm sorry, not Devontae Adams. I'm sorry. Watch for George Kittle and all like that. You know, that's definitely someone you're going to want to watch out for. Deebo Samuel. Watch the way that they motion him and stuff. So definitely watch out for those guys. Brandon Ayuk, all those guys. All right, here we go. First and goal. They just need a yard. Jimmy takes it, fakes it to the back. He throws it. And, oh, man. You can't drop those. You just can't drop those. What a drop. Brandon Ayuk with the drop. That's a big-time drop. Jimmy had it there. You have to hold on to that. I'm seeing way too many 49ers now dropping passes and stuff. Get your head in the game and make the plays. We're at the goal line. It's not going to be picture perfect here. That's a play that you have to have. You got to help your quarterback out. Shotgun formation. Jimmy takes a snap. Jimmy has time. Jimmy throws it. So good job by Jimmy to just throw that one incomplete, because if he doesn't do that, they're in trouble. They're going to bring out the field goal unit. No. At the 1 yard line. Oh, okay. Okay, so Trey Lance is coming out. Okay. Now we're talking. Watch out for, it's going to be some type of quarterback run, most likely. It's got to be. Let's see what he does, though. He's running. He's running. He's got it. Touchdown. 49ers, Trey Lance with the scramble. Touchdown. That is huge. They needed the score. They needed this. Absolutely needed this. Great call. Great call to use that. Wow. Trey Lance. Wow. Because you know that Lance has the speed. You put all your receivers at the top of the screen, so the defense is watching there. They know Trey Lance is probably going to run it. But to run him that way behind the big money man on the offensive line, Trent Williams, good call. And it paid off. And now with the extra point on the way, extra point is good. There you go. That is so huge right now for the San Francisco 49ers that they scored a touchdown on this drive. And then the 49ers, they're going to get the ball coming out of the half. So if they can go down there, even if it's just a field goal, just being able to score is going to go a long way for this group. So, wow, guys. Wow. What a game this can turn out to be. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. All right, about to get to some of these comments here. Let's see. All right, so Mike says, oh, Colts 0-3. Why so bad halftime? Okay, so the reason why the Indianapolis Colts are currently 0-3, I kind of projected that looking at their schedule, that it was going to be tough for them early on, because obviously we know how long Carson Wentz was injured in the offseason. Matter of fact, he got injured again against the Rams, and the Rams was a game that was winnable for the Colts. But they were going against teams that are really tough matchups for them. And so obviously no T.Y. Hilton or anything like that. He's been their number one receiver for the last couple of years. I know he's not the same T.Y. that he used to be, but he's still a good weapon to have. And so you combine that and the teams that they were going against. I mean, Seattle, the way that Russell Wilson came out firing in the first game, we saw it last year. When you play the Seahawks early in the season, you're at a disadvantage because they're going to come out and they're going to be looking to establish that passing game, and they're extremely dangerous, especially when they're fresh as a unit for the Seahawks. And then the Rams, having to deal with Aaron Donald. We know that Quentin Nelson's been dealing with injuries and stuff. He got hurt again today. Unfortunate to see that. But the Colts were dealing with a lot of injuries, and they start off with some of their toughest games of the year early on in the season. So that's why the Colts are 0-3. The Colts are not a bad team. They're just a team that has bad luck right now. There's a difference between a bad team and a team with bad luck. The Colts are not a bad team. They're just a team that's had some unfortunate events right now. I did project in my video for the Colts before the start of the season that they would finish 10-7 and that they were going to get off to a really slow start. But then once they got going, we'd see a different Colt team, because that's honestly what I think is going to happen for the Colts moving forward. Let's see. Mike says, I think this is one of the games that Rodgers is trying. Yeah, someone reminded him that if he loses his value, he can't get traded where he wants to go if he doesn't go out there and show that he can still ball. So I think he remembered that aspect of it. Okay, so you said ugly set of downs. You take that back. Yeah, so give me 1 second here, guys, and then let's go ahead and talk about some of these earlier games and stuff, and just where some of these NFL teams currently are right now, honestly. All right, 1 second. All right, so I'll start with the AFC and some of the teams that have standing. Now that we've got about 3 games out the way for a lot of these teams, some things that have stood out to me. I've been really impressed so far with what I'm seeing from the Raiders. They're showing a lot of resilience. What bothered me last year about the Raiders last year, and why I was hesitant to say that the Raiders were a team that can compete for the division, was their inability to close some of those close games last year. You think about when they played the Dolphins last year and how they were unable to close. But this year, they faced 2 really good tests in terms of trying to close out the game. We saw it earlier today against the Dolphins again, and we also saw it against the Baltimore Ravens. And both times, even though they faced an adversity to where we thought that it was possible that the other team could very well win, they found a way to hold on and win. Even when the odds looked like it was shifting, they still were able to find a way to win. And that's big for a team. So I'm really impressed and like what I see from the Las Vegas Raiders. Another team that's standing out right now to me is, I know it's extremely young, but right now I'm looking at the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC. I don't think that this is going to be a team in which they make the playoffs or anything like that, but I do think they're a lot better than a lot of people thought they were going to be and just go out there and lie down. Throw the Denver Broncos out there as well. Really impressed with what I'm seeing with them. I love how Teddy Bridgewater is fitting in with them so far in this one. And so those are some of the teams that, in terms of maybe some surprises that we saw. I truly believe if Tyrod Taylor was healthy for the Houston Texans, they would be on that list. But absolutely. And so let's see. You say the Bengals. And look back at the Bengals versus the Vikings game. I know that they had a bad game against the Bears, but hey, the Packers had a bad game against the Saints as well. So, I overlooked that one game. And the Bengals, what I'm saying is the Bengals, they're going to be a competitive team. They're going to be a team that when they're on your schedule, you think you go into the game feeling confident. You leave the game thinking, whew, we barely got out of there with a W against this team. How did that happen or something like that? So, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about this Cincinnati team. Now, it's going to be tough. They got a lot of tough teams in that division. You say, I like what Teddy Bridgewater, what he's doing in Denver. Yeah, I feel like he's a great fit for what they're looking for. I understand why they started him over Drew Lock right now, because they saw the poise that he has for this team, and he's exactly what they needed to complement what they've already got. So really looking forward to seeing how this AFC West is going to play out. Throw the Chargers in there as well. Heck, that was a big win for the Chargers over the Chiefs and all that. I know that I projected the Chargers to be a playoff team, but even I didn't project that they was going to go down to Kansas City and come away with a victory this past week. I just thought that there was no way the Chiefs are going to go 1-2, but you look up and they're 1-2. So absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, now it's time to talk about some of the more disappointing teams so far in the AFC. And so looking right now, I mean, we did touch on the Colts. I don't think the Colts are a bad team. It's just they've had, some terrible, terrible luck right now, and they're just trying to get to the point where they can reach that point in the schedule. I don't know who the Colts play next, but I think they're about at the point now where they should start to get a couple wins and stuff. And this team's going to be a team that, as the year goes on, and Carson Wentz hopefully can remain healthy, because that's going to be a big part of it. But if he can stay healthy, his confidence grows. That'd be good. And talking about Carson Wentz, some of the quarterbacks that I went to bat for in the offseason saying better situations, they're going to do better. Carson Wentz was one of those quarterbacks. And so far, when he's been healthy, we saw how he looked against the Rams. We'll see how he looks moving forward. But I still think that he's going to show that he's not going to be the guy that he was the first year in Philly, but he's not going to be what he was the last year in Philly either. He's going to be somewhere in the middle. I just don't know where. Sam Darnold, we're going to find out a lot about Sam Darnold. He's looked good so far, but with no Christian McCaffrey, we're really going to find out a lot about him. But yeah, teams that I'm a little disappointed in so far, I'm going to throw the Pittsburgh Steelers out there right now. I mean, they've certainly got a top-tier type of defense, and so for them to be 1-2 right now, that's a bit disappointing. I'm going to throw my own team out there, because I'm definitely talking about my Patriots as well. I had us as a playoff team. I felt like we brought in pieces that we needed. But right now, I mean, it all goes back to the decision, I guess, to move on from Cam Newton. If Cam's playing right now, I don't know. Do we win those? I don't think that this is on Mac Jones or not. But at the same time, I'm just looking at this team and I'm like, I'm not seeing playoff right now. I'm not seeing a playoff team when I'm looking at this team right now. I'm seeing a team that wants to run the ball. We want to melt as much time as possible. We want to rely on our defense to hold the opponents to low scoring. And there's some opponents you just can't hold to a low scoring game. And so that is, let's see, that's my thoughts so far on the AFC. When it comes to a lot of these rookie quarterbacks are looking like rookie quarterbacks this year, and that's okay. There's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises, but that's okay. I still feel like these quarterbacks are in great situations right now. They're just at the point where they need to go ahead and just focus on improving day by day. Zach Wilson, feel kind of bad for him. He didn't have that veteran quarterback to come in there and take those bumps and bruises for him while he learned a little bit. And it's going to be tough, for the Jets right now with him. Mac Jones, at some point, we're going to need to start being able to air the ball out a little bit deeper than what we've been doing. But some of those turnovers were not his fault. And so that's the case, with just about everybody. There's going to be turnovers sometimes where you throw the ball in the money and the ball just bounce off a guy's hand. I seen that with Patrick Mahomes. He threw a nice pass, no-look pass, bounced off of his, I think it was the second-string tight end, off of his shoulder into the defender's hand. This is sometimes poor luck, honestly. Let's see. Mike says, I don't care if you got Tyrod, Montana, the Bills are going to slap Texans around from Buffalo to Florida to California and all over SmackDown. Yeah, Davis Mill and company, yeah, the way that Buffalo's playing right now, that can get very ugly. That can get very, very ugly. I will say that. Will San Francisco come back and win? That is a good question. Do I think the 49ers have the potential to do it? They do. They do have the potential. Now, will they do it? I don't know. So, but there you have it. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, there we go. Let's see. 80s Horror Fan says, poor Carson Wentz. And so, yeah, I mean, Carson, he's got to be healthy. In order for him to honestly show us what he can do, he's got to go out there and he's got to be healthy for an entire season. It's just got to be. All right, so let's see. Let's talk about the NFC real quick. All right, so looking at the NFC, there's a lot of teams right now that, I've been impressed with in terms of what they've been able to do. I mean, I know I'll say the Carolina Panthers, I'll start with them. I know the sports list, he'd be proud right now, although he's extremely worried. I like what they've done so far. Sam Darnold is looking a lot like what I thought Sam Darnold was going to look like so far with Carolina. However, the injury to Christian McCaffrey and then having the Dallas Cowboys come next, knowing that Tampa Bay is going to play this team twice, I'm highly concerned for how they're going to finish the season. But as of right now, They look pretty impressive in this one. The New Orleans Saints, I mean, I did my projection and projected that the Saints were going to be a 10 or 11 win team before the season started. And yeah, looking at how this team looked today, they very well can be that. It's going to be up to Jameis. Jameis got away with some questionable passes today. That might not always be the case. So we'll see how that goes. But one thing's for sure, that defense is for real. There's a reason why that defense stopped Aaron Rodgers the way that it did. That defense is good. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the Saints are going to continue to play moving forward. The Cardinals, being 3-0, I know that, a couple of those, came by Minnesota Vikings missing the kick. But at the same time, this is the NFL. Some games you're going to have to be lucky and you're going to have to win. And so right now, the Cardinals being 3-0, the Rams being 3-0, the Rams, they've been taking care of business. Beating Tampa Bay, that's a huge win. That's a huge team win. That's a team boost. That's something that gives you confidence. It says we can play with the big boys. We can beat them any given night. Matter of fact, it makes them think that we should be the favorites moving forward. So the Rams, that was a convincing enough win right there. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do as this season plays on. But hey, the NFC West, very competitive division. Whether we're talking NFC West, whether we're talking AFC West, those Western divisions, there's something special. There's something serious. I will say that. A team that also has impressed me so far has been what I've seen so far from the Dallas Cowboys. I know they've only played 2 games. They play their 3rd game tomorrow against the Eagles, but I like what I'm seeing from the offense. We always talk about how they look on paper and stuff, but I mean, I don't know. It feels a little different this time with them. I'm not saying that they're going to go out there and win the division or anything like that, or even if they do win the division, I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to make a Super Bowl run or anything like that, but I'm saying I like what I'm seeing in terms of this team getting together. And so, yeah, it's a shame that Carson had a flash of greatness. Absolutely. I mean, I was sold on him at that time. I know we're getting ready for kickoff here, so we'll get ready to that. But, yeah, absolutely. But tomorrow, we'll get to see the Eagles and the Cowboys because, I'm going to be streaming that game. So, definitely we'll get to see that one. And I think it's going to be a really good one, guys, like a really, really good one. I think Jalen Hurts is going to go out there and have a great game for the Eagles. I honestly believe that he's going to have a great game. I feel like this is the type of matchup where a guy like Jalen Hurts can go out there and shine and showcase his skill set, honestly. Meanwhile, kick is on the way. Let's see. 49ers are going to return this one. Can we get a good return on this? Nope. All right, so that's going to be at the San Francisco 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see, can the 49ers get some type of points here? That's going to be important. Let's see. It says not the Cowboys. 63-3. Talk about bold. I mean, if that was the final score, I'd have to give you a major shout out for that one. Let's see. Jimmy takes the handoff, fakes it to the back. He's looking. He throws it to Kittle, and Kittle has it. Kittle's bowling forward, and Kittle, you got to love that about Kittle. That's what I love so much about this kid, that just go like the way he plays out there with that energy, that I'm going to run through you mentality. Absolutely love it. He found a way to turn that into a 7-yard pickup when it really shouldn't have been. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 3 situation. All right, shotgun formation. We've got Samuel in motion. They hand it to Trey Sermon. Trey Sermon bounces off of that tackle, makes another guy miss, finds a way to make it all the way to 1 yard shy of the 1st down. So that's going to be 3rd and 1. So good job by Sermon on that one to make a couple guys miss and take it all the way to the San Francisco 26-yard line and set up a 3rd and 1 situation for the 49ers. And Trey Lance is coming into the game. So, okay, Kyle Shanahan showing that he can be very creative. All right, 3rd and 1. Let's see what they're going to do. Lance is in the shotgun. Oh, wow. They used Lance as a decoy and had the back take a direct snap and run up the middle for 2 yards, giving the 49ers a 1st down. One heck of a call that was. One heck of a call. That play would have worked against me if I was a defensive coordinator. Would not have expected that. All right, Garoppolo's back in. He's in the shotgun. Deebo Samuel motions. He throws it to Samuels. He's running. He's running. He's still running all the way to the 47-yard line of San Francisco. 19 yards by Deebo Samuel. So, wow. An 80s horror fan says, leave Lance in. Cam, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And let's see, Cam says, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Absolutely. 1st and 10. Jimmy in the shotgun. Hands it to Sermon. And Sermon, he's got some room here. He's running. He's got it all the way. He's trying to get to the 35. He falls just shy. He's at Green Bay's 37-yard line. Excellent carry there. Gain of 16 yards. And that's the first time that Trey Sermon has had some yards there to actually capitalize. And so, yeah, you got to think if they can keep running, that'll bode well. We know San Francisco, they want to run the ball. So if they can keep this up, look at here. They'll be able to make a comeback. And so Cam says the Falcons won by the way. They did. They did. They beat the Giants. They did. And so, yeah, congratulations to you Falcons. And so that was obviously, it was nice to get the Falcons to get a little W there. Meanwhile, the end around. And we've got a uke. That's about a good 7 yards, I think. 8-yard pickup, actually. So we're looking at 2nd and 2 at Green Bay's 29-yard line. 6 plays on this drive for 54 yards, 3 minutes, 23 seconds time of possession on this one. We're here in the third quarter, 11 minutes and 37 seconds. And so, yeah, you say the Falcons look good. Yeah, that was big. I know a lot of people were thinking that the Giants were probably going to go in there and win that game, but great job by the Falcons to come away with that W. Jimmy in the shotgun. Hands it to Sermon. Sermon picks up the first down. Gains about 4 yards on the carry. So Sermon, he's starting to get a little bit more yards now. He's settling in. He's got 6 carries so far for 21 yards. And that's a good sign if you're a 49ers fan. And heck, it's a good sign if you're like me and you've got him on your fantasy team and you're hoping that he becomes a lead back. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. All right, no backs in the backfield. Now he motions it back to the backfield. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. He tosses it. And, yeah, that's going to be maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Deebo Samuel for 1 yard. All right, let's see. 2nd down. 2nd and 9. All right, so Jimmy's in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Got 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Fakes. He has it. He fakes it to Sermon, actually. He's looking. Now he tosses it to Sermon. Yeah, that's going to be no gain right there. Setting up a 3rd and 9 situation at Green Bay's 24-yard line. Again, it's going to be really important, I think, for the 49ers to go out there and find a way to score. All right, 3rd and 9. Jimmy Garoppolo lining up in the shotgun formation. Kittle's in the backfield as well, along with the other back. Let's see, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. 3 seconds on the play clock. Jimmy takes a snap. He's looking. Green Bay sends 4. He has time. He throws it, and it's caught. That is Deebo Samuel with the reception. 1st down for the San Francisco 49ers at Green Bay's 8-yard line. And Garoppolo up under center. They toss it to Sermon in the backfield. No, that's actually Deebo Samuel. Second and goal. They're at Green Bay's 8-yard line. So if they can score a touchdown here, we'd have one heck of a game. Jimmy Garoppolo up under center. Fakes it. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy's got time. Jimmy throws it. He throws it away. Third and goal. All right, here we go. Third and goal. Jimmy in the shotgun. George Kittle motions to the top. They've got 3 guys up top, 1 at the bottom. 1 back in the backfield. Green Bay sending a lot of pressure. Jimmy throws it, and it's caught. That is Brandon Ayuk with the touchdown. Brandon Ayuk coming up with the big reception there. And now we've got ourselves a game. 13 plays, 83 yards, 7 minutes and 19 seconds. Time of possession. Mike says, I may not know much, but I know the Cowboys will win that division. We're going to see. I think we've got like 3 different answers so far in this one. We've got 1 for the Washington football team, 1 for the Cowboys, 1 for the Eagles. Let's see. Meanwhile, the extra point is up, and it's good. And you remember what I said when it was 17-0. I said if the 49ers were going to get back in this game, they were going to have to score before the half, as well as when they first got the ball out the half. And they did just that. Perfect execution, guys. And now we've got a game 17-14. So what a touchdown. You said, no, don't put Lance in. So there you have it, guys. Let's see. 80s horror fan says, I gave up on San Francisco. It might have been too soon. It might have been too soon. Let's see. So now it's going to come down to the Green Bay Packers. How do they respond? They literally sat there and watched the 49ers score 2 touchdowns in a row and then not really have a chance to score. So now they're going to go out there and they're going to have to really go out there and keep throwing the ball. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's 16 of 18, 184 yards and a touchdown. You've got Aaron Jones, 12 carries, 39 yards, touchdown. Devontae Adams, 7 receptions, 73 yards and a touchdown. And meanwhile, for the 49ers now, Jimmy Garoppolo, 16 out of 25, 142 yards, a touchdown, interception. Trey Sermon, 6 carries, 21 yards. George Kittle, 4 receptions, 41 yards. So, yeah, we've got ourselves a good game. You say it's a good game. I hope Rodgers throws a pick 6. Hey, that'll help the 49ers. That really would help the 49ers if you went out there and did that. And I mean, speaking of pick 6s, I've seen too many for my Patriots. So, let's leave those pick 6s alone. But I will say this, guys. I mean, my fantasy team, we're sitting good right now. We are sitting good. All right, so the score is 17-14, Green Bay up. San Francisco just scored and kicked the ball off. So let's see if we'll get a return from Green Bay. We will get a return. He's at the 20, makes a move, gets to about the 23-yard line of Green Bay. So what looked like it was going to become a one-sided affair now has a completely different feel. Both teams are right back in this game. And so certainly looking forward to seeing how things are going to go the rest of the way. We've got 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. What a game so far. All right, so there goes Aaron Rodgers. Lining up on the center. They've got Jones in the backfield. Devontae Adams at the top of the screen. San Francisco, they send 5. It's a running play. And Jones, he gains about a good 7 yards on the carry. So he takes it to the Green Bay 30th yard line. Yeah, you see those pair of cornerbacks that the 49ers currently have dealing with injuries. That's never good, especially when your opponent is the Green Bay Packers. And they've got Aaron Rodgers, who's lining up right now in the shotgun. Jones with him. Jones motions to the top of the screen, still in the shotgun. Fakes it to Jones, throws it to Adams. And yeah, Adams is going to be just shy, really about maybe 2 yards shy, they're saying, of the first down. All right, let's see what happens here. They're saying, okay, so they're saying 3rd and 1. Let's see what they do. Shotgun formation. Got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Running back in the backfield is Jones. San Francisco showing a little pressure. They only send 4, though. Rodgers is looking. He throws it, and it's dropped. Oh, man, that's a big drop right there by Devontae Adams. The normally sure-handed receiver dropped it, so it's going to be incomplete. Let's see if Green Bay actually punts the ball. Oh, that's just a drop right there. That's one you have to have. All right, so 4th and 1. Punt is on the way. All right, we're going to have a return. That's Brandon Ayuk. All right, he takes it all the way to the San Francisco 28-yard line. So, yeah, 3-point game so far in this one. And we're going to see what the 49ers can do now that the defense came out, made a good stand. I mean, despite the fact that they are short a couple guys in the secondary, still went out there, made some plays. Obviously, Devontae Adams, that was a big-time drop. But this presents the 49ers with an opportunity. Scored in the last 2 possessions. Can they now make it 3? Will they come all the way back and take the lead in this game against the Green Bay Packers? That is what we're going to find out when we get back from this commercial. So let's see. 80s horror fan says if San Fran gets a touchdown this drive, I will take a shot. Nice. Now we all got to root for San Francisco to score a touchdown here. We got to do it for you. Got to do it for you now. Come on, Jimmy. Don't fail us now. I feel like this year has been a whole lot of injuries, particularly to the running back position, just across the league. All right, here we go, guys. 1st and 10. San Francisco has the ball. Scored a touchdown the last 2 drives. Jimmy up under center. They've got a fullback. They've got a back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. Hands it to Trey Sermon. He's running. Nice pickup there. Gain of about 7 yards. So you're starting to see those lanes open up more and more for San Francisco. Their offense is starting to relax and look a lot more than what we're accustomed to seeing from the 49ers offense. Let's see. 80 Sword fan says, I'm still on the fence about Jimmy G. I think that's the entire 49er fan base as well that feels that way about him, honestly. Throws it to the tight end and Kittle about, I think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 3 situation from San Francisco's 35-yard line. All right, 3rd and 3. Niners lining up in the shotgun formation. Jimmy G is looking. Packers, they send 5. Jimmy gets hit. That's going to be incomplete. He was hit while he threw it. Yeah, I thought we was about to get ready to see Trey Lance come in permanently. Too many more hits like that, that'll do it. Meanwhile, the 49ers get the punt up. And there's going to be a return. Yeah, it takes it to about the 14-yard line of Green Bay. So Green Bay's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 14. Let's see what Aaron Rodgers can do. That's tough. That's tough. But when you put your drink in Jimmy's hand, you got to be prepared for Jimmy to drop the drink. He's going to do it from time to time. But yeah, that was tough. I was rooting for him to score. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, so far in this one, Aaron Rodgers, still great performance, 17 of 20, 185 yards, a touchdown. You look at Jimmy Garoppolo, 17 of 27, 142 yards, 1 touchdown, but also an interception. Look at the ground game, and Aaron Jones, leading rusher for the Packers, 13 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown. I know early on in the game they did let, A.J. Dillon get a couple carries, but lately, it's been more so Jones in there. Trey Sermon, 7 carries, 28 yards, but he's starting to finally get more yards as of late. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, with 4 minutes and 24 seconds remaining to go in the 3rd quarter, one thing for sure is that we've got ourselves a game right now. So definitely looking forward to seeing how this is going to continue to play out. Yeah, but the good news, guys, is that 2 of the 3 of my fantasy football teams, they are in great shape. Like they pretty much got it in the bag already. It's a win. Definitely needed a bounce back week like this. So absolutely thrilled about that. All right, 1st and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. Two receivers at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. Receiver goes in motion towards the bottom. Rodgers takes a snap. He throws it. It's caught by, of course, Adams. Gain of about 9 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1, Green Bay's 23-yard line. Okay, 2nd and 1. Rodgers in the shotgun. You've got two receivers at the bottom. Tosses it to A.J. Dillon. All right, that's going to be a first down. He's got a nice size to him. Let's see. You say, hey, did you see all those celebrities at the Rams game? I thought I was watching the Lakers. Yeah, I did notice that. Because I was watching it, rooting for the Rams to win. But I did notice all those celebrities out there. So, yeah, it did have a Laker feel to it. Shotgun formation for Rodgers. He takes it. He's looking. He throws it. It's caught by A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon keeping them legs moving. Gains about a good 6 yards on the catch. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 4 situation at Green Bay's 31-yard line. Again, we're in the third quarter. We've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. I'm sorry, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the top, including Devontae Adams. You know that's where Rodgers wants to go if he passes it. Rodgers takes it, throws it to Adams. Adams gets the first down. All right, so that's going to be a gain of 7 yards. All right, so yeah, for Adams, 10 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown on the day so far. Rodgers up under center, tosses it. That's A.J. Dillon, guys. He's running. So A.J. Dillon gets about 6 yards on the carry. So we've got a close one here. And we've got about a minute and 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter before the start of the fourth quarter. Rodgers takes it. He hands it to A.J. Dillon. That's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. All right, so 3rd and 2. Green Bay's 46-yard line. This could be big for either team right now. Feels like the momentum is probably about even right now, just about 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rodgers in the shotgun. 5 wide. No backs in the backfield. San Francisco looks like they could be sending 5. Instead, they send 4. Rodgers throws it. He's going deep. There's going to be a penalty. So incomplete, but there is a penalty. He was going to Tunyon, the tight end, and drew a penalty. So that's a penalty on Fred Warner. So that's going to be a first down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess he got to make an effort to look back for the ball, it seems. But other than that, I mean, yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. There's only 5 seconds left. Jones the back in the backfield. Hands it to Jones. Jones, he's got some space. He gets the first down. So he takes things all the way down to the 19-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, guys. With Green Bay up 17-14 and still moving the ball right now. 1 quarter remains. Let's see. So, yeah, we've got a close one here. 49ers, they entered this game at 2-0, trying to make it 3-0 in a very competitive NFC West. They were down 17-0. They fought their way back, scoring back-to-back, one before the half, after the half. But now you've got Green Bay. They started off, they were up 17-0, and so now they're starting to move the ball again. They're at San Francisco's 18-yard line. This drive is 7 plays, 68 yards, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds. Let's see what happens. Let's see. You say, who did I start for my quarterback in my fantasy football league? Well, let's see. I've got three teams. So I started Justin Herbert inside of one league. That worked out well for me. I also had Mike Williams. So the combination of Herbert, Williams. I also started Jared Cook in that one. Somehow I ended up with three guys in the same team. Had Adam Madison in that league. So that league did great. Metcalf, he went off. I also had Antonio Gibson in that one. Hunter Henfro. So that league did really well in that one. Let's see. In my other league, though, I started Sam Darnold like this past Thursday, and that worked out pretty well. So those two I'm winning. The one that I'm losing, I had Russell Wilson in at quarterback. Angel, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. Let me know who are you rooting for in this one. But it's good to have you here. So thank you so much for coming through. And here we are, Green Bay up 17-14. Start of the fourth quarter. They've already had 7 plays, 68 yards so far in this one. Let's see what they do on 1st and 10. Lining up in the shotgun formation. You've got Devontae Adams lined up at the bottom of the screen. They've got Jones in the backfield with Rodgers. Rodgers takes a snap, hands it to Jones. He's running. He's looking to make a guy miss. Gains about 4 yards on the play. All right, so that's going to be 2nd and 6. So Angels going for the 49ers. Okay, nice. So, yeah, I think we got a crew full of 49ers here. That is great. All right, 2nd and 6. Rodgers in the shotgun. He's got Jones with him. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Hands it to Jones. Jones looking to find something. He gets 2 yards, but that's all he's going to get. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 situation at the 49ers 12-yard line. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 4. This is big. If the 49ers defense can come up big here, that can go a long way if they can come up with a stop. All right, so Rodgers, he's going to be in the shotgun. Devontae Adams is to the bottom of the screen for him in the slot. Let's see, 5 wide. Rodgers takes it. 49ers send 4. He throws it, and it's caught. That's a touchdown. What a throw and what a catch. Wow. I mean, he put the ball exactly where it needed to be on that one. 10 plays, 86 yards, 5 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock. That's Aaron Rodgers for you. So, yeah, what a job for Aaron Rodgers on that one. And with the extra point being good, Green Bay finds himself up 24-14. So it's going to be on the shoulders of Jimmy Garoppolo and company to try to respond with some type of score here before we start having some more time getting taken off the clock. Because that one right there took nearly 6 minutes off the clock. These possessions are starting to get longer and longer for both of these teams. So if you're the 49ers, you want to try to score on this drive for sure. Let's see. Mike says, stick a fork in me. JB, I'm done. I will listen to the endo. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for coming through. And yeah, I know tomorrow's the start of a brand new week. Certainly understand that. So yeah, thank you so much for coming through, Mike. Absolutely. And we've got, let's see, fourth quarter. We've got 13 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in the game here in the fourth quarter. And so, yeah, when you compare the quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, 21 of 24, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Jimmy Garoppolo, 17 of 27, 142 yards, a touchdown, interception. Rushing, though, Green Bay has picked up their rushing attack here as Jones has 16 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Trey Sermon, 7 carries, 28 yards. So, yeah, definitely a good performance by the Packers so far in this one offensively. And as for the 49ers, this is a very, very important drive for them. If they can find a way to score, even if just a field goal, you got to like their odds in terms of just possibly having that confidence to maybe get another stop. But you go out there and don't score again and risk the fact that Green Bay could score, that can make things get ugly. And that's not what we want. Yeah, absolutely. Oh boy, I know that this is going to be a long week, seeing the whole Brady return and stuff to the Patriots and stuff. It's going to be a long week, guys. It's going to be a long week. All right, Green Bay's kickoff is on the way. Will we get a return? We will. 49ers get past the 10, the 15, and he goes to about maybe about the 17-yard line. They're saying the 19. All right, so the 49ers in the shotgun. Let's see, they motion Deebo Samuel, fakes it, pass rush all around him. Jimmy's trying to move, and Jimmy gets back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he was just running for his life back there, guys. I mean, Trey Sermon, he tried to set that block. He did get him off, but that allowed for Jimmy Garoppolo to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see. Shotgun formation. You've got Mohamed Sanu in motion. Jimmy's looking. Green Bay sending pressure. Pressure's all around him, and they got him. They got him. Gary and company bringing him down. I believe it was Gary and Burks both splitting the sack. Let's see. 80s Horror Fan says, a while ago, wide receivers started to wear the numbers 1 through 19. They used to say 80 to 89. Now I'm seeing defensive backs going to lower numbers 1 to 19. Yeah, I mean, it's a process in terms of getting used to seeing it. I myself, I'm still getting used to seeing it. Throws me off a little bit just trying to determine who's who, but hopefully soon I'll get used to it. 3rd and 14. Jimmy Garoppolo in the shotgun. He's looking. Jimmy moves. He throws it. Going deep. But there is a penalty. He was aiming for Brandon Ayuk on that one and drawed the penalty. Defensive pass interference. All right, let's see. 49ers in the shotgun formation. Takes it. Fakes it to Trey Sermon. Garoppolo throws. Looks to be a completion. Green Bay says no, but it's looking to be a completion. Oh, no. That probably should be overturned. All right, so Green Bay's going to challenge it. You said, don't think that was a flag. Yeah, that didn't look like much of anything, honestly. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't have thrown a flag on that one if that was my call. So, yeah, they currently have the play up under review. All right, and so we're still awaiting for them to, again, this is up under official review, and this was thrown by the coach of the Green Bay Packers to see if this was indeed a reception or not. So that is why we have a bit of a delay here. Let's see. You say, so Miami did pretty good with their backup quarterback. I mean, he played he played really well. He showed that veteran presence. He was calm. He took his time. Even when they was running like hurry up offenses and stuff, he was still out there calm, making sure everybody was lined up, and he was in control of the situation. The moment never got too big for him. When they needed a play, he ended up going out there, making a play. However he had to make the play, his priority was to go out there and make the play. So absolutely think he did a great job. All right, so after taking an eternity to check out the replay system, the play stands. Yeah, Matt LaFleur is not happy about that at all. Let's see. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 situation here at Green Bay's 34-yard line. And yes, that's what they're saying, that he caught it. All right, so Kittle, he motions. Jimmy's in the shotgun, 2 receivers at the top. Terrible snap. So Jimmy just picks it up and runs with it. He gets what he can, and man, I mean, to be able to turn that into a 4-yard gain, pretty impressive. That was a terrible snap. My goodness. Normally, if you see a snap like that, you see it go kind of high, but you never see it really go that low. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. All right, 2nd and 6. Ball at the 30-yard line. Kittle in motion. Jimmy's looking. He throws it. Nice catch there by the fullback. Yeah, I mean, they bring up a good point. The 49ers, they utilize their fullback in a very creative way. It's almost as if it's a backup tight end position. All right, 1st and 10. Jimmy in the shotgun. Got Kittle and 2 receivers at the top, at the bottom of the screen. Jimmy takes a snap. He's looking. Surveying the field. He throws it. It's caught. That's going to be getting about 9 yards. That's Mohamed Sanu Sr. Bringing up a 2nd and 1. All right, so yeah, the 49ers, they got a lot of guys up front here. Fullback as well, and the back is Sermon in the backfield. They hand it to the fullback. Fullback runs into his guy, but he finds a hole. Nice pickup, gain of about 5 yards. At first, he ran into his own lineman, but was still able to turn that into a 5-yard pickup. So that's really good right there for the 49ers. So if they can get a touchdown here, guys, then yeah, we'll have ourselves a game for sure. Meanwhile, 1st and goal at Green Bay's 4-yard line. 7 plays, 77 yards so far in this one. Jimmy's in the shotgun. Hands it to the back. It's going to take it to about Green Bay's 3-yard line. All right, so Trey Lance is entering into the game. You know what that means. The fans, they're getting loud. 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. Let's see what he does. It's time. All right, so we've got Lance in the backfield here. He fakes it. He's looking. He's using his speed. He throws it. Incomplete. But there is a penalty. Will this be holding on the offense or maybe defensive back? Let's see. He was targeting Brandon Ayuk on that one. Holding on the defense. That's on the defense. Automatic first down. All right, here we go. First and goal. Jimmy's back in. They hand it to the back. That's Sermon. That's a touchdown. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon. He's got a touchdown tonight now. That's 8 carries, 29 yards, and a touchdown for him and the San Francisco 49ers. 9 plays, 81 yards, 5 minutes, 39 seconds. They score a touchdown in this one and bring it back to a one-possession game. Pending the PAT, it'll be a 3-point game. Kick is up. It's good. So, yeah, we got a 3-point game here. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining to go here in the fourth quarter, guys. So, yes, we've got a game. You say, damn, JB, and you counted the Niners out. Now, I said they have a chance now. But, hey, we still got to see them stop Aaron Rodgers and company. That's what we need to see, because the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers, he went out there and scored. So we need to see if they can stop Aaron Rodgers from getting in the end zone. That's going to be the big challenge. But, yeah, with 7 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this game, every possession counts, especially the possessions that these guys are having. They're taking about 5 minutes off the clock per possession for these teams. Let's see. You say that this is way better than the Bucks and the Rams, and so I mean, yeah, the Buccaneers, they weren't able to hold up their end of the bargain. So, yeah, but I knew that this one had a possibility to be good. So we'll see if the 49ers can pull this one off. But their defense is going to have to stop Aaron Rodgers, and I feel like they may have to come up with 2 stops: one to get the lead, the other to win the game. And then if they do that, the offense is going to have to, at least at the very least, be able to tie it up. All right, so the 49ers, they kicked the ball off. Let's see if there will be a return. No return on this one. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 25-yard line. Let's see how the Packers respond. Shotgun formation. Got a receiver at the top and bottom of the screen. One back in the backfield. That's Jones. Rodgers takes the snap. 49ers are sending 4. Rodgers is going deep. He's looking towards Adams' way. That's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Devontae took a hit. Wow. Oh, man, you hate to see that hit. I don't know how that's not a penalty. I mean, I feel like we've seen some stuff that has not been as bad get called. So I would only assume that they would call this. All right, so yeah, they're gonna send us to a commercial here, but my goodness, definitely hoping that he is okay for sure, guys. Yeah, you hate to see a hit like that. I'm a little surprised that there wasn't a penalty on it, but yeah, that's definitely one of those old school type of hits in terms of catching a receiver that's defenseless and just separating him from the ball literally. But that was tough. And we all know that Aaron Rodgers loves throwing the ball to Devontae Adams, but if you take him away, that's a big loss there for the Green Bay Packers right now, who's currently up just by 3 points. There's still 7 minutes, 48 seconds, so they can certainly use him the rest of the way for sure in this one. I mean, Devontae Adams so far in this game, he's got 10 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. The next highest stat that you see for a Green Bay Packer wide receiver is Marquise Valdez Scantling. He has 3 receptions for 59 yards and a touchdown. But of those 59 yards, he really had 1 reception for 47 yards that really just elevated those numbers. So that means Devontae's got more than 3 times the receptions of the next highest player for the Green Bay Packers. They utilize him so much in that offense because he's so gifted. So if you take him out the equation, then yeah, life gets a lot harder for Aaron Rodgers. Life gets a lot harder for Aaron Jones as they'll, be able to focus more on him. All right, so they're taking him to the medical tent. Yeah, that's an absolute great sign right there as he's able to walk to himself to the medical tent. All right, so now 2nd and 10. Rodgers up under center. You have to think they're going to rely more on Aaron Jones right now. But Rodgers is looking to pass. 49ers sent 4. He's got to go deep. Incomplete. Incomplete. There's a difference just throwing it up right now to someone like Devontae Adams and then the rest of the guys that they have trying to get things going with them. So let's see how the Packers look without Adams back there. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 10. Big situation for both teams at the 25. No backs in the backfield. All right, so yeah, Rodgers is going to call a timeout. Okay, so you see Adams look like he's marching back out there. All right, so yeah, good sign to see him out there. I guess that means that he's good to go. So we're gonna find out because Aaron Rodgers is in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 10, so they're gonna have to take a shot or something to get this first down. Rodgers is looking, he's going deep. He had his guy Devontae, but yeah, overthrew him. I feel like if he gets the ball out maybe a little quicker into that tight window, maybe that is a completion. But it's gonna bring up 4th down here from Green Bay's 25-yard line. They're going to have to punt the ball. He said, it's good he came back. Oh, yeah, that was great. That's big news, especially if someone's here watching the game as a Packers fan, you feel relieved. If he's on your fantasy football team, you feel relieved. All right, so the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk, he's going to return it. He's at the 20, 25. Brought down at the 26. Yeah, bad pass, or should I say bad pass by, as they like to call that, bad man, bad pass by the bad man. All right, let's see. Can the 49ers either tie or take the lead? Let's see. They've got a lot of guys stacked at the line. They've got Deebo Samuel in motion, Jimmy up under center, Sermon in the backfield. They toss it to Sermon. Sermon makes a cut. He's on his feet, and yeah, that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Yeah. All right, here we go. So the 49ers, they're going big here. Fullback in motion. Fakes it to the back. Jimmy's looking. Oh, man, Jimmy took a hit. Trey Sermon with the catch. They're going to call a penalty. Oh, yeah, that's something you got to monitor right now because those Green Bay players, they definitely feel, for Devontae taking a hit like that. So they're going to be coming. Roughing the passer. Coaches hate that. Coaches hate when you get a roughing the passer because that's more of a, you got to understand, you got to be aware of the situation. When the ball comes out, you got to let up some way, somehow. Whoa. So that's the call. Wow. After looking at that replay, I'm just, wow. They call that. But yet we can't get a call from my man Devontae Adams here. Wow. All right, well, let's see what happens here. 1st and 10, thanks to the penalty. Jimmy, line up under center. They got Brandon Ayuk in motion at the top. Toss it to Sermon. Sermon, he's wrapped up. That's going to be about a yard on a play. You say, come on, let them play. You say the refs are San Fran fans. Hey, it's tough arguing against that. Jimmy's in the shotgun. He's looking. Green Bay sends 5 on the play. Oh, man. Jimmy gets tripped up, but there's a penalty. There's a penalty. We'll figure out what this one's on. Let's see. Let's see what the refs say. Tripping on the defense. Digging deep into the playbook I see here for the referees for that penalty. Matt LaFleur is like, come on, man. He's like, you got to be tripping out there, man. What's going on? Oh, my. Shotgun formation for the 49ers. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws into a tight window. It doesn't get much tighter than that. Aiming for Deebo Samuel. But, of course, Alexander's going to come up with the play for the defense in that situation. 2nd and 10. Ball on Green Bay 44-yard line. All right, 2nd and 10. Jimmy up under center. 2 receivers at the bottom. George Kittle, he goes down there as well. They've got Sermon in the backfield. Fake it to Sermon. Jimmy just throws that ball on the ground. No, wait, did they rip the ball out? Is that what happened? Was it a throw or was it a rip? Oh, I got to see this. Let's see. That's a tough one. I mean, his arm was going, but it was. I don't feel like it was going forward. It was going downward, and I don't know. Okay. Well, he said it was clearly backwards, guys. So there you have it. Jimmy G strikes again. Oh man, that's big. That's big. That's big because now you set Green Bay up with great field position, and you give Aaron Rodgers an opportunity to go out there and try to make this a 2-possession game again. So now you need your defense to bail you out again. All right, Rodgers up under center. They've got 2 receivers at the top, tight end motion to the top. They hand it to Jones. Jones running. Gets the first down with ease. He's took it to the 49ers 26-yard line, 1st and 10. So 12-yard carry on that one. You say nail in the coffin? Let's see. Rodgers up under center. 2 receivers at the top. Receiver motions. Hands it to Jones. Pick up of about 4 yards on the carry. Fred Warner with the tackle. All right, 2nd and 6. San Francisco's, 22-yard line. Rodgers up under center. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Jones in the backfield. 49ers look like they could be sending 4. Receiver in motion. Running play, and that's Jones. Jones looks like he got tripped up before he can really get going, and that's going to be a gain of 2 yards on the play, setting up a 3rd and 4 situation from San Francisco's 20-yard line. All right, so Rodgers, he's coming out, and so there's going to be more carries for A.J. Dillon. All right, 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd and 4 because we got 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. You got Adams at the top. So Green Bay burnt their final timeout. Well, this is big. I mean, 3rd and 4, San Francisco's 20-yard line. If they don't get the first down, they can get obviously the field goal, but you want to try to score the touchdown if you're Green Bay and try to ice this one. But if you're the 49ers, this is the time where you use that defensive line and you generate some pressure. Whether you're getting the back in the backfield, whether you're getting Aaron Rodgers, you do what you got to do. Rodgers in the shotgun, one back in the backfield with him. That's A.J. Dillon. He's got a receiver at the bottom, receiver at the top. Receiver at the top is Devontae Adams. He's looking. He throws it towards Adams, and it's incomplete. It's incomplete. What a play by Mosley. Adams is not happy about that. Not happy whatsoever. Big-time play by the 49ers to come up with the stop there. You say yes, huh? Field goal is up. It's good. It is good. So you've got Green Bay up by 6 points. So what does that mean with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the game? That means your boy, Jimmy Garoppolo, has to take the 49ers all the way to the end zone. A field goal won't tie it. It won't be enough. So they're going to have to go for the touchdown and try to win this one. All right, so the kickoff is on the way by Green Bay. Let's see if we'll get some type of return here. Nope, no return. Bounces to the end zone. All right, 1st and 10 for the 49ers, starting off at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. This is really big. George Kittle motions it toward the bottom of the screen. And now Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it. That was a backwards pass, was it not? Well, that's going to be incomplete. and bring up a 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Got receivers bunched together. Jimmy in the shotgun. Packers send 4. Jimmy's going deep. And that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel. Let's see. You say it looked backwards. Okay, so I'm not the only one that noticed it. They should have lost some yards on that one. But Jimmy's got it. Jimmy throws it. And there goes Gronk. I mean, not Gronk, Kittle. They run the same. They look similar. And Kittle with the big-time play. 6 receptions, 80 yards so far in this one. Can George Kittle help these 49ers get into the end zone? He understands the situation in this one. There you go. 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 36-yard line. And you guys may want to check the scoreboard up here. I was about to say, because all right, so yeah, the 2-minute warning. You see how that one slipped out, huh? It could not be worse timing. Yeah, definitely wishing the best for Andy Reid there. Definitely, it sounds like it's not going to be too serious, just more of a precautionary type of thing, but definitely hoping that it's, obviously nothing wrong with him there. But yeah, that one slipped out. That one slipped out. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good old Andy Reid. All right, so now that we've got the 2-minute warning out the way now we've got a 1st and 10. Green Bay's 36-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's got to trust the defense here. Because Green Bay's got no timeouts. Absolutely no timeouts. So if they did get the ball back, there's very little to what they can do. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. No backs in the backfield. Jimmy in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Green Bay sends 4. He throws it. Incomplete. Tight window, but incomplete. I tell you what, these safeties, they're hitting. You say he wishes. You say he wishes he was Gronk. Hey, I'd love to have a George Kittle right now on the Patriots. I love his energy, the way he plays with aggressiveness. If he can just stay healthy for an entire season, that'd be huge. All right, no backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it out of bounds. The pressure was getting to him, and so out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Remember, San Francisco, they have 3 timeouts. Green Bay has 0. A minute and 53 seconds left to go in this one. A 1-possession game. Can the 49ers find a way to get a first down. They've got two receivers plus Kittle at the bottom of the screen. Jimmy's looking. Green Bay sends forward. The pressure gets there. He throws it, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel with the big-time catch there. A lot of pressure. Jimmy felt it, but was able to stand there and deliver. And that's going to be a 1st and 10. All right, 1st and 10. Kittle motions towards the bottom. They've got trips at the bottom. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy throws it, and that's Kittle. That's Kittle. Kittle doing Kittle-type things. Hey, that was one heck of a great catch. No like it. If you drop that one, you put your team in a terrible spot. So that was big time to be able to still muscle through and make the reception. All right, 45 seconds. That clock is still running. Trips at the top of the screen. Jimmy's looking. Jimmy's looking. He throws it to the fullback. Fullback takes it all the way for a touchdown. Touchdown 49ers. How about that? Touchdown 49ers. 8 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes, 2 seconds off the clock on that time of possession. How about it? Wow. 37 seconds. That's all they left. 37 seconds with no timeouts for Green Bay to try to do something to respond. But first things first, they got to make the extra point. You say touchdown, and why do I keep counting them now? I mean, hey, sometimes it's almost like I'm not even writing the narrative right now. Like, man, how about them 49ers? Who says Jimmy's done? But wow, he stood firm. One heck of a fullback they have. One heck of a fullback these 49ers have. He's something special. So now 37 seconds on the clock. If Green Bay is going to do something, it's going to have to probably start with a good kick return. I wonder if Aaron Rodgers is giving them his favorite speech, RELAX, relax. 37 seconds. How about them 49ers? On a Sunday night football, we've had a bunch of great primetime games so far this season. There's going to be no return by the Green Bay Packers. Why are you worried? It's simple. It's the hair. Aaron Rodgers' hair makes you believe that Aaron Rodgers can do the impossible. That, and you know that he has a lethal Hail Mary in his arsenal. So therefore, that's enough to make anybody concerned. 37 seconds, that's a lot of time for a quarterback like him. All right, let's see what happens. 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. He's looking. 49ers are sending forward. Rodgers throws it across the middle. It's caught by Adams. Adams trying to get to the sideline, and bam, they slam him to the ground. And Aaron Rodgers, he's hurrying. He wants to spike it. They're at the 50-yard line. He gets everybody set up, and he clocks it. 20 seconds remaining. And you can't let that happen again, 49ers. You can't let that happen again. And just like that, now you see why Green Bay begged this man to come back for another year, because this man can do stuff like that. And that is why we're worried right now if we're rooting for the 49ers, because of that man and what he can do. All right, this time, 2nd and 10. No backs in the backfield. Rodgers is looking. He throws it. Incomplete. That's incomplete. He still only has 16 seconds, but honestly, he can probably run something, even fake like you're going outside to try to get a bounce, cut back inside, gain about 20-something yards, and then clock it and get the field goal up there. That's a possibility. All right, 3rd and 10. Obviously, very huge for both teams. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. 49ers send 4. He throws it. It's caught. Receiver gets down. They got to spike it. They got to clock it. They got to clock it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. They clock it. There's 3 seconds on the clock. So now they at least give the special teams unit an opportunity to win the game. I know 49er fans are nervous. I know right now, Jay in the Bay, he's got to be extremely nervous right now. I'm nervous for him. It's going to come down to Mason Crosby. Can he do it? I once had this man on my fantasy team. 49ers are going to call a timeout here. Let them think about the moment, the situation. This is what you sign up for. Game on the line. What's going to happen? Will he be a hero or will he turn out to be the scapegoat? What's going to happen? 51 yards. 3 seconds. So this kick will be the last play of the game, barring any type of penalty. All right, so here we go. 51 yards. Crosby kicks it. It's up. And it's good. It's good. Green Bay. There's no penalties. It's over. It's a wrap. The Green Bay Packers have went down to the San Francisco 49ers and have beaten them 30-28. The 49ers made the mistake of leaving a little too much time on the clock for that man, Aaron Rodgers, who only needed a field goal to win the game. Wow. Wow. So what a game that was. I mean, the 49ers, they thought they had that one. That has to hurt. That has to hurt. So the 49ers are going to drop to 2-1, undefeated, no more. Meanwhile, Green Bay, 2-1. Yes, that was a great one. A great one. But yeah, at the end of the day, that man, Aaron Rodgers, came through for his club when they needed him the most. And the Packers won this one on the road. So, yeah, what a game that was indeed. It was definitely a pleasure having you guys here for the stream. Really appreciate you guys for coming through for this one. And so, yeah, definitely. I know I'm going to tune in for Jay in the Bay after this because I know he's going to be upset that his 49ers lost in this fashion. And so definitely want to hear his thoughts on how this played out. But, yeah, 49ers, it looked like they did the game-winning drive, but it was just a little too late, honestly. So congratulations to the Packers on this one. And we'll get ready for Monday Night Football, where we see your Eagles go against the Cowboys tomorrow night. So that's going to be a good one. The Sports Blitz, he should be on with me as well for that one. So that'll be fun to see tomorrow. But with that being said, appreciate you for coming through. Anybody that's still watching the stream, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Really appreciate you guys so much. And therefore, you guys will be notified of future streams. But yes, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yes, definitely enjoy doing these. And so, yeah, we'll get to see your Eagles tomorrow. And hey, I'll be rooting for your Eagles tomorrow to win. I'll be rooting for your Eagles to win tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Rest up for work in the morning, and see you next time.